And we're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 380 of Fans of Power. I'm Joe Amato, and I'm here with my partners in crime, Tyler T-Rex Baker, Nasty Nate, Nathan Kennedy, Rebecca McDonald, a.k.a. New, the Trash Man, Red McKenzie, and the Doctor. Yeah, Newt, fuck it, whatever, I don't know, I tried.
You also said Nathan.
Ah, God damn it, I said Nasty Nate, and that asshole, Dushin Mitrovic. Welcome to the show. If you guys haven't already liked this fucking thing, it gets into the algorithm, it helps get us into more eyes.
Jesus Christ, how much coke
Good job, Joe.
someone's ass with that?
Did you skip the run, Joe?
What's that?
No, he said
Just
trash
skip
man.
Ren.
No, see, you started dogpiling on him, and then he lost his train of thought. But he said trash.
But he deserves it.
For buttled.
I got it, yeah, but I did. I got everybody. But yeah, no, really, you hit that like button. It does help with the algorithm. It pushes us into more of the Masters of the Universe eyes and shit like that, so people can hear some real fucking opinions and stuff of everything. And that intro, every time it gets me, it's so goddamn pumped up. How could you not listen to that and just want to punch the shit out of
How
somebody?
did you get those flashlights under your sleeve?
I'm going to give you a flashlight right in your dick. Right here, right in your dick. That's a flashlight.
He's so angry. I
I'm
think
blinded.
it's the flannel on flannel that's made him so mad. But when he's talking about getting pumped up watching the intro, the rest of you can't see it, but I can see all of you down here in the green room. And every time I play the intro, Joe's over there like moving his hands and
That's awesome.
like
He's
he's orchestrating the
That's
intro.
awesome.
It is.
I love to see Joe conducting some sort of bullshit like hobo band in the back alley.
Yeah,
They're all banging
I do
trash
it.
cans together and using chicken drumsticks to beat on the trash can lid and shit.
Be awesome. I'd be right behind that shit. You bet your ass I'd do that. Oh, it does. It gets me pumped up every time. Like I said, you get some excitement when you listen to our podcast. We won't sit here with our thumbs up our asses or looking boring and bland. We're ready to give some fucking action and entertainment.
Who made you mad today?
I think he's
Yeah,
excited.
I got
don't
robbed
think
and
he's mad.
played some fucking video games earlier, and they were cheating on me.
Oh,
Oh,
so that's what it
I
was.
thought Joe was
On
actually robbed.
WWT?
Yeah, me too.
Like, who
That
was
was
working
bullshit.
another hobo?
They cheated, goddammit. We were playing Mario Kart, and they had the goddamn antennas on the back of their ass, which gives. Yeah, see, and I told them, I was like, you don't put that auto steering on. That's bullshit, because when you do that, you can't fly off the edges and all that other shit.
Calm down, Joe. I'm gonna mute him for a second. The reason he gets so mad, and we were talking last week. Tyler wasn't here, but we were talking about. I've been playing Mario Kart with Joe, and he gets really mad when you win. Like Tyler,
I know someone who acts like that.
Joe gets mad.
I'm
when
mad.
you win
You and Joe are
anything.
cut from the same cloth, so don't act like you're holier than thou.
no, this
It's
is
more
Joe
insulting
got
when
pissed.
they get I'm sure if Rebecca or Ren were to beat Joe or Nathan, they would take it personal because these guys sit and play this shit over and over.
Well,
I don't.
We beat him
Well, you used to.
in
Is
darts.
Joe muted?
Yeah,
In
yeah, I
Virginia.
still have him muted.
Or
'cause
in
he's very
Ohio.
angry. No, go ahead, Ren. Tell your dart story.
We beat Joe in darts. He was teaching us
Oh
how to
yeah.
play darts, and we destroyed him. And he was all like, "Oh, lucky, blah blah blah." We were
He
fucking
shot
him
us.
up
Yeah.
in that little bar. He was like, "Well, fuck it, it's time to eat. Quit. I quit."
Yep.
I was like 3 shots from winning the whole thing. He was like, "You know what? The food's over there. I think we need to go."
Rips the
Oh,
dartboard off
okay.
the wall. And he's all mad. No, but Tyler
He's like-
does have. He has a point. I'm way better now, but there were moments when I was playing against Joe in Mario Kart. I'm like, all right, can we just restart this over again? Because I was getting a little annoyed. Not gonna lie.
What?
Let me ask you guys: Is that really because you take such pride in how good you play, or you just don't like to lose to certain people, or in general? I've never asked Nathan what. I always thought it was because he just didn't like losing to me, you know. But I know he would attack like his other family members and friends over video games too. So maybe it wasn't just me, but
I think for me, it used to be just I didn't like to lose, like period. Like I never liked to lose as a kid playing video games. Fuck anything, playing sports. Never liked to lose, because I was just very competitive. But I would get very very angry. But I think as I've gotten older, it's more of like a kind of like a passive being pissed at it. Like it's an underlying, like I'm mad, but I get over it pretty quickly. I'm not gonna let it just weigh down
Not
on me
Joe.
and wreck the first 10-15 minutes of the show, like Joe
Well,
was
no.
doing.
See, I ain't really getting mad. It's just like I said, it was bullshit because they put those antennas on and they dogpiled me. They literally said there was 5, 6 of them said, "Let's all go
Good.
for Joe so we don't get number 1." I was like, this is bullshit.
I love this out of context.
That doesn't even sound right.
Antennas.
But it does.
They
They
put
all
their
came for me.
antennas up my ass and they say, "Oh,
But they
this
did.
they're all
Joe."
gang raping Joe.
But Nathan last week, admittedly, when we played, he did have a look like, admittedly, at one point he was like, fuck it. He's like wanting to reset, and he was like, he looked like he was so disinterested, like, fuck this game.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we got back into playing it, and I was giving him shit. And
it's-
he's got some wins against me, so he's doing
It's
pretty
been
good. I'm
fun.
proud of him.
I was actually
Yeah.
I meant to, since we got a late start because we were waiting on you. I was thinking about doing this thing. Maybe we'll do it next week for the show. We can put like your Switch friend code up and just be like, "Hey, we're gonna be playing Nintendo Switch after the show. Add Joe as a friend," and then we have more people playing Mario Kart. That way,
Sure.
we can all dogpile on you and piss you off.
And that would happen. It would happen.
It would.
But otherwise, I'm fine. It's just, so I just got
Yeah,
pumped up early
I'm
with the bullshit.
fine. How long ago was this? Or this probably was like hours ago, wasn't it?
It was about maybe 4 or 5, maybe about
He's been
5
stewing
minutes ago.
since then.
It was. It's festering.
He's just
The guy-
pacing around the house. God damn it!
But I'm just
You,
wondering.
you
spinning
wait
his
until I
chair
get
all
on this
pissed
show
off.
tonight. I'll show them.
But no shit, because I was like, how the fuck haven't they fell off at any point? And I was thinking again, I was like, wait a second. I watched Bud's like replay of him playing. I was like, he has that fucking auto steering. I was like, Bud, you take that shit off and you'll be flying off Rainbow Road and every other goddamn course. So that's how they were getting me on some of those levels. Otherwise, I had the majority wins.
Like I said, I love this out of context when I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
you're talking
Actually,
about.
you know-
It's like
you know what I'm
Rainbow
gonna-
Bros,
I will be.
antennas.
I will be right back. I'm gonna go undock the Nintendo Switch. I'm gonna bring it in here. Let's see how many hours Joe has logged on to Mario Kart. Last week
Wait.
it was 90 fucking hours.
Hold on, wait a second. Wait, Nathan. You
No.
can't see it because after I found out you could do that, I took that feature off so you can't see the
Oh,
hours I played.
Oh, okay. He would.
I didn't know it showed
So-
it, but that's...
He was sitting there. He was like, because I was giving him shit. I'm like, Joe, you've put 90 hours into Mario Kart. And he's like, yeah, but you've had the game longer. How many hours you put in? I'm like, well, go look, and it says 10. 10 whole hours. Is how much I played Mario Kart, and I've had that game since I got the Switch in like 2016, Joe. So.
But can I say that when I first played this, within the first hour, I'm just as good. I'm just good at the goddamn game. It ain't about the hours. I'm just good.
I am too. I've defeated
I'm
you plenty
better.
of times.
But I'm better.
Debatable.
We'll show that fucking record later. Everybody will see the
Debatable.
record between Nathan and I. But yeah,
No,
so that's it.
well, I mean, the first night, as I stated last week, doesn't count because I hadn't played Mario Kart in a long ass time.
And you can't
Meanwhile,
count them
you
cheap
had already
ass
put
balloon
75
battles.
hours into it at this point. And you're like, I'm like, I've never played this map before.
Pick a fresh game. I'll kick your ass.
No,
But hey, you want me to say
that's
hello
fine.
to the chat? We'll
Sure,
acknowledge
why
these
not?
dickheads.
Yeah,
All
go
right,
ahead.
we got McDJ, Fedmon. Say it, Nathan.
Johnny Cock.
JSP. I think I called them all dickheads, but I love them. Rebel Wookie, Chris Carter, Adam Gabbard, Masters Keep, Sean Darren, Andrew Grubb. Fuck, I'm scrolling. Paul Rick is here. Sean, I already said Sean, for fuck's sake. God damn it. Speaking Moistly. John Ballard. Grimbot's here, even though he's already fucking with us on the show. Zentron.
Look what you did to Tyler, Joe.
Yeah, I broke his setup.
Sorry about that. Daniel Carhoonan. Thompson Farm. Felipe. And I think I get everybody. If I missed anybody, I apologize. But like I said, hit that like button. Help the algorithms. Help us out.
Yeah,
And Casey Duncan.
Ring the bell.
Yeah, ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
There,
Yes.
actually, there was a comment
Ding-a-ling.
I wanted to read with the tag team Lethal Lottery Kumite. Tyler, are you still there? Okay.
Oh, it's voicing.
Yeah, we can't hear you though.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know. StreamYard's being really weird tonight. So the comment that we got, this would have been 2 weeks ago. It says, Rock On can survive the vacuum of space. Goodbye, too bad. Enough said. Yeah,
Can't hear him.
Yeah, we still can't hear you, Tyler.
Motherfucker.
He's going to rage out like me with the dumb shit.
Yeah,
There,
he
he'll
probably
pop
will,
back in.
yeah. But what are your thoughts on that? I guess from their perspective,
I
they're
mean,
like,
logically, sure.
Rock On
Sure,
should
he
have won
would-
the whole thing, I guess.
Well, hey, like I said, everybody can root for whoever they want. And yeah, if he was to take them too bad into space, yeah, too
Huntar
bad
could
to
have
die.
still taken him.
Oh, there we go with Huntara. God damn it. It's always Huntara. She would have died too in space.
No, they're not fighting in space. All right,
How do you
Tyler.
know that?
Whoa.
I don't know. Just figured.
There we go. I think we got him back.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
There
he's
he is.
back. All right, yeah.
All right. This is being
What?
beyond John Alley right now.
No one to get that reference but me.
I was like, what? You heard everybody was quiet. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, no,
Nobody.
I know. That's why I said it, though.
Ren was just looking at his phone like, okay.
Yeah, Ren's already bored.
I know.
He's done tonight.
I only said that to amuse Nathan, and boy, I hit it good. So
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
good
Tyler,
with that.
what's your thoughts on that comment that we got about Rock On there?
I love any kind of praise for Rock On, but Too Bad is a double-headed evil strategist. I'm sure he could come up with a way of exploiting whatever weaknesses Rock On has. So I don't doubt that Rock On would put up a damn good fight, but I still feel like Too Bad would win in the end because Rock On is younger and inexperienced. He's eager to fight, as he has been depicted in the mini comics and other stories, but that's why I feel like Too Bad would still win in the end.
I just wanted to read that one because it's been there for a couple weeks and I kept forgetting to mention it, just to toss it out there, because when it comes to the Kumites, we see it a lot in the chat and we see it occasionally in the comments of just, no, this is who I think probably should have.
Which is cool.
Advanced,
I would love for people to be more engaging and say, you think,
Yeah.
Ren's full of shit, or Rebecca's full of shit, or I'm full of shit, or Joe, or Nathan, or Deuce, and like, whatever you
What?
use, like, we're not going to
You're full of shit.
Not to me.
like that. Like, see, Ren is getting defensive.
Well,
Deuce is calling, like, that's what I
but-
want fans to
But
do.
we used to have that when Deuce was in the chat room and stuff all the time. He was our guy, but now we brought him on the show. So
yeah,
Now
so
he tells
it's
it
here
to
to
our
s-
faces.
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess we'll have to bring everybody that listens to this podcast on so they can tell us how wrong we
No,
are.
that
All
would
right, on
be
to the next one.
no. That's a terrible idea. No thanks.
Oh, and then
no.
Joe could read their name off all the time. Dookie Death Knot. So what does he think about Tyler? He's a smug son of a bitch. He thinks he knows everything about everything. He can't write anything. He can't draw anything. I like, Revelation.
Well, speaking of drawing
I like
stuff,
Revelation.
I want to show this off because Ren, you entered a contest.
I did.
Pop that on the
Yeah.
screen. Go ahead and talk
that's
about
great.
this one a
So
little bit.
cool.
Yeah, well, it's going to be thousands of people entering into this competition. I don't have very.
999.
You got a link to
votes is
vote?
What I say.
You got links to vote for this for us and for the fans?
No, you can't vote for it.
poor.
Todd McFarlane and the people who run Spawn are the people who vote for. They choose who wins.
And what would you get? Is this for a cover or a chance to work on a comic?
Yeah. So there's 4 slots. So basically, every week you draw a different prompt for one of their books. Basically, so you're drawing a cover for one of the books. So they're gonna pick 4 covers in the beginning of February, and then sometime in the 3rd or 4th quarter of the year, that winner, those 4 winners, will have their covers on those specific books.
Oh man, I'm rooting for you. That'd be awesome. That would be fantastic, man. I hope you win.
Buy that variant cover. If you get one of those, you damn right, I will buy that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that it'll be really cool to win. I'll be doing all 4 weeks.
Okay.
So hopefully I don't get too overwhelmed. I don't have a lot of commissions at this point in time. So
right.
Yeah. So I'm kind of squaring up a little time to do these covers and then get them out of the way and
do you know
I've seen the background was completely. I was gonna say, I've seen the background's completely white. Is that something you wanted in case they would like to turn it into a PNG and put it into a different background or something, or what?
No, I did it white because my idea was he's kind of escaping hell, which is where he's from.
Okay.
But I wanted the white to be purity, right? So he's just reaching up towards the heavens, right? Because it's a pseudo religious book.
Okay.
Spawn is, if you kind of get down deep into it, he's a hell spawn and all this kind of crap. He's fighting heaven and hell and all that stuff. So I wanted it to be completely white. I wanted it to be a completely plain white, and they'll put the title on top of the
I got you. Delete that space. Looks absolutely fantastic.
Do you plan to use any other characters with the other covers? Like, can you choose, like, if you wanted to draw Spawn fighting Chapel or Tremor or Overkill or something?
No.
Or
well, what they do is it's like I said, it's 4 different book titles. So the first one is Spawn himself.
Oh, okay.
Then there's one that's it's like a Western Spawn, and then there's a book called Scorched, and then the last week you're drawing simply one of the villains. So you can do basically anything in regards to those books. So I could have chosen just about any character or whatever, but like I said, you only have a week, and for each one, so you have to have them in by a specific date.
What
so
villain?
The first one was the 1st through the 7th, and then the 8th through whatever 7 days.
You have a villain picked out for the villain piece?
I do not. If you have any suggestions, let me know.
Oh God, I'd love to see if you could draw like Chapel, because just how he looks is so visually and striking, imposing. Tremor, Cygor, the cybernetic gorilla.
Cygor.
God, that would fucking rock, dude. God, that would be so cool to see Ren do that. If anyone, or the Curse, the Freak. God, there's so many. There's Chapel, yeah.
That's more of a. Jay Lee did that one. I remember that one.
Yeah, I think of Chapel like early McFarlane. Like, if I can find it real quick, I'd love to show this with before we move on, because I just thought this was such a. It's like when Al discovers that Chapel is really the one responsible for killing him.
Yeah. I've got like the first 100 issues of Spawn.
Yeah, 100. That's when he kills Mount Bulge, cuts his head off. I remember buying that when it came out.
It kind of goes crazy after that.
I'm not gonna let Ren totally off the hook yet, because I'm gonna show this off, and Ren, you can talk about what you've done here as well, and then Tyler, go ahead and send that one image to me.
All right,
I'll show that off. But yeah, what's the?
This one is a Kickstarter cover. So this one is pretty cool too, because it's a variant cover on that book. So there's 4 of us that did variant covers, and not to brag, but I feel like mine is the best. So you can go on there and buy this one specifically on that Kickstarter. So if you guys want to support your guy and go in there and show everybody that he's the best one, of course you can choose your own or whatever if you like. But my buddy is the one who draws this comic. His name's Mike Watson, and he's an amazing artist. And this is issue 12 of his self-published book. And he had me do a cover for him, and I was like, all right. And he just mentioned that it was going to be a couple of other guys. And I was like, it's a competition. He was like, no, it's not a competition. I was like, no, it's a competition. So I'm going to destroy all these guys, and a couple of them I know. So I had to put my best in there.
Yeah, it looks fucking great, dude.
So if you want to go support that, go to fskgo.com, and it'll take you right there to that Kickstarter page.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Let me get these saved. And
Here's a couple of suggestions for Ren I would love to see done.
Shoot those to me.
These might be kind of small, though, Tyler.
Damn it.
So it'll be like
well,
kind of...
yeah.
Chapel.
But yeah, that's
you get
Chapel.
the idea.
Yeah. And then there's Cygor.
Cygor, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
So fucking cool.
Rebecca, before we were doing the show, you got you were talking last week about how there was the mishap in the mail with the Mondo Skeletor, and
Got him.
And you got him.
Okay. All right. No damage?
No damage.
Okay. And how many heads came? He does look badass, so
That's fucking cool, right?
Does
That
look
is-
very good.
That
Yes, it
is
does.
awesome right there.
Was there any exclusive stuff that came with them,
Wow.
different heads or some kind of accessories, or
Oh
was
gosh,
it just?
yeah. Man, I wish I
Oh,
had it
never
with
mind.
me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
No,
yeah,
you
but-
got Terra Claws, you got the dragon, you got
Oh yeah, I forgot the dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got how many different heads? He's got this one, New Adventures looking one, a really
Mhm.
realistic skeleton looking one, and then the one that looks like the old toy. So that's
He comes
4
with the
heads.
New Adventures head sculpt, like.
So does he
It's
get a cape
based on
then?
that.
Okay.
Did they give him a
Gosh, I
cape
don't have
then
it
as an
right now.
option?
Oh, it's right over here. Hold up. Yes,
Okay,
he's got
yeah.
a cape. It's really cool.
Okay,
I
good.
like. This is how I prefer my Skeletor, just like
Okay.
without the cape.
That looks the
But
best
the cape
anyway.
is really
Yes,
cool.
I agree.
But,
That is
yeah,
awesome.
I
That
got
is
my box
pretty
right
nice.
over here. Let me.
He's got black
grab it.
fingernails too, doesn't he?
Yep, and
I like-
toenails.
Nice
Don't
touch
know.
there.
Oh, yeah. That is cool. And the dragon,
Thanks,
it's a posable little dragon this time, right? It's not just
Yes.
fixed.
Here,
Okay.
let me grab it real quick. It's right over there.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was in the room with me.
Man, everybody's got all this cool stuff. Tyler, you went down to the beach. I know you played some arcade games and pinball. Did you pick up anything at the comic shop or anything?
Crabs.
No, there was nothing of notice. I mean, Eric got me some really good stuff. That's pretty much what I rely. That was pretty much all my goodies. We did our Christmas gift exchange while we were at the beach. So I got this power sword necklace here.
Oh, could you zoom on that?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
well
cool
done.
as shit.
Yeah, it's.
Is that
That's
sterling
cool.
silver or what is that?
It's silver, and
Oh, yeah?
she got me a Fisto one too, but she liked it so much she kept it for herself.
Oh, shit, really?
That's
So,
awesome.
so I ordered the Fisto one and Michael Keaton's Batarang from the '89 Batman film, so I can put those on necklaces as well.
That's awesome.
Oh,
They,
wow.
they got a lot of. That's the only He-Man stuff they got on there, but there was a wide variety of cool ones there. She got me this beautiful John Rambo. Nathan's got them as well, but it's I can't remember the name of the company.
3-0 is the company.
Yeah,
That's right.
that was the big one there.
Oh,
and,
is that the one that Sylvester Stallone actually did
Yes.
a review or was? Yeah, I seen that. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It was like to see it in hand. Like when Nathan said he got it, they look great, but to have it in hand, the detailing, the stitching, and everything, it was overwhelming.
Pictures don't do them justice.
They
when
really
you
don't.
actually
It was
have it
like
there
the
with
stitching and the dirt on his jeans and all that. And how posable those figures
That's
are. Like,
crazy.
with the bandoliers of bullets you can put on them and everything. So I'm working on trying to
Wow.
get a proper setup for that
Yeah.
with the VHS tapes and everything.
Hey,
so.
he's copying me.
Awesome.
That's what
I
he's
gave
doing.
you that fucking idea.
Well, you're gonna send us the link to the necklaces, the charms, and all that.
It's on an Etsy
Yeah.
shop, I believe.
That's funny because I was just thinking of turning my Golden Girl shields into earrings, like
Do it.
casting
That
them.
would be a good.
Yeah.
Because all of their shields
Do it.
look so cool and have like really distinct designs. It's like that'd be cool to have little.
Do it.
Yeah,
do it.
and they're
do
crazy ass metal already too, and they hurt like hell. Those shields, those
This
some
is
heavy.
the
Oh,
new
Oh,
It.
adventure
What are you
style.
shoving them in your butt?
shut up. Oh, there's the Alcala. Okay.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really cool. Those
He's
two, the one
fast.
he has on is the best. I don't like the color of this one.
Oh,
It looks
that's
really
cool.
badass, but I like the yellow on him better personally.
Yeah, I see what you mean. That's more.
But,
Yeah, I
But
see what
the eyes and shit are really cool.
Mhm.
That's just if you want to. And then he
All
comes with the toy head, which I'm never going to put on that.
No,
it looks
no, no, no,
ridiculous
it just
with the
looks the
detailed
lame.
body.
Yeah.
That one looks the lamest.
Ah.
The toy.
Yeah, it doesn't go well with that
Yeah.
style.
It doesn't even look like it's done all that great because it
Yep.
looks more like those giant versions.
Yep. Oh, check out the
This is
dragon. Now that's
dragon.
cool as shit. Yeah.
He's all posable.
That is
I'm like,
cool.
why
That's
didn't
awesome.
Cal and Imp have this kind of like articulation?
That's cool. Yeah. That's great. Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, he's so fucking badass. And like, he's got his terror claws.
hmm
He's got this.
Did the dragon come with a blast accessory? Did it look like it was shooting out the?
Yeah,
you know,
but it
the-
looks like boogers.
Oh my god! I didn't know it looked
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, that,
Yeah,
looks
it's
like,
like-
that looks like me.
I was joking. I was like,
Wow.
oh, this
yeah, because
plugs
I remember.
into his butt like this, so he's like,
Yeah, fart. Oh my god, that's wretched. I think I do remember saying something like, I was like, why doesn't it look spray? Oh, look at the sword. Oh, of course, we know Dushin would say, well, they did this wrong on the sword. Da, 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 da,
No,
da.
the sword is fine. I just wish they would also include the filmation version.
he also
Yeah,
comes
fine.
with a yeah. I wish they
Is that a
did too.
cloth hood?
It's a cloth hood because his cape is cloth.
Okay.
so
Okay,
that it can
Okay.
match it if you want to.
that's different. That's a first. That's a
I'll
first.
change it up, but I have him as my favorite everything right now.
All right, that's cool.
So like, let me put this down without
And I-
hurting myself.
And I sent the link in the group chat for the
Yeah,
Etsy
so there's
shop.
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys,
Oh,
what there's only so many left of like the Fisto and hell, I'll get the Fisto one that way you guys can see how damn good it looks.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody show and tell, man. I don't.
He's got
Alright.
real like fur underneath this.
Oh wow.
Just
No
like the
exposed
He-Man one.
butt cheeks.
Yeah, no
No.
cheeks.
No, it's sculpted
Everybody knows.
underneath there. So if you take this off, it would just be sculpted fur.
Just the purple.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
black short.
Yeah. I'm glad that they did a turnaround on what they were doing with those when they had that
From the
first
be-
He-Man and the first
Ooh,
Skeletor.
yeah.
I'm so
those,
glad
yeah,
I put it off
those were
because
pretty
like
cool.
these are
Yeah.
so much better than the first ones that they released.
This is literally the best figure that they made thus far.
Yeah.
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 Overpriced,
Like his
but
face
still.
is this is like a perfect Skeletor face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
That is
You
great.
see it. It looks like
Which it-
Filmation. It has his personality. It's just I like it yellow like that.
I like to think
That's
that,
awesome.
that the line's going to continue to get progressively better, so they probably may want to go back and maybe redo certain
They
figures. Which I
probably-
feel like if they do that, then
Yeah.
it's gonna, I think some people will be more willing to double dip and buy He-Man again or whoever because they can make him.
Now,
look-
would it just be better for them if, say, you have the figures, earlier ones, if they resculpted the faces, or would they?
Oh, they'd
I
have
don't
to
know
do
anything
everything
about
different, outfits and everything,
Really?
Yeah.
because on those early
Oh.
ones they were unique.
He
you know?
looks like an albino.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I don't know.
He said
He
albino?
looks like an albino. Yeah, because he's pale like
The
you.
new one or the new one or the
Did
first
you say he's
first
pale
one.
like me? Wait, what?
I don't have
one.
the first one. I don't have the
Oh, you
first
don't?
one. I have Faker, but not the He-Man.
I have the
Oh,
He-Man that was sent to me, but it's downstairs,
yeah,
downstairs.
yeah,
but
Joe-
so I ain't
Joe's-
gonna run to it.
Joe getting
So
all
like
I wanna
this is
see
how
that
the
fist-
first
Oh.
He-Man.
Oh, go ahead, go. No, go ahead.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is how the first He-Man sculpt was. So that's
I
Right,
hate the
right.
loincloth.
Yeah, I much prefer the furry.
I hate the loincloth. I hate
It's
the
funny because
face.
they gave him fur down here,
Yeah.
just not. Up
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So
it's like,
they'll redo
wha-
Faker for sure.
why the Roman gladiator influence when they're supposed to be barbarians? Like,
I agree.
you just needless change.
Yeah.
Well, at least they course corrected though, so that can make you happy,
Mm-hmm.
Dushin. You don't have to be so angry.
yeah.
They course correct there.
Now, if they could course correct the pricing,
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe we could all afford.
Well, you don't like
something.
spending $200 plus per? Come on,
500.
500.
yeah, for him.
I don't trust him.
But yeah,
all
I
the
mean,
shipping and stuff to
it's-
him, and
it's just
Oh
the
yeah.
right.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
not just that, but it's also going up and up and up.
Well,
Yeah. You can't get those things for cheap.
well, see that Fisto thing that you said Erica
Yeah.
decided to keep.
Fist-
Oh yeah, she was wearing this on her way to the beach. I didn't even notice it.
No kidding.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Way to go, Tyler.
Oh, I know, because I happened to say, like, I like the shirt she was wearing, and we went to a rest stop, and she goes, "So why do you like my shirt?" And she's sitting there, like, playing with her shirt like this, like, around
Trying
the
to
damn
get your
necklace.
attention.
And I'm like, I don't know.
Look,
just-
dummy.
And I look, I see the necklace. I think it's some sort of like little Christmas decoration, like a little snowman or something. And she goes, "Tyler, look." I'm like,
Oh
give me
wow!
that, give me that. And she's wearing this.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's so cool.
Yeah,
Isn't that
Yeah, I
something?
mean, honestly, if it's turned around that
That's
way,
yeah.
you can't
I
tell
did-
what it is really.
She thought
Yeah.
she thought from that direction it looked like a stack of like cakes on it. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Christmas cake.
It looks like a cake that's about to fall apart.
Yeah, so I'm like, I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, oh my god! And I'm like, okay, I sense something like this is in my future when we get to the beach. And so, it was technically supposed to be for me. So she kept that one because she liked.
Notice
it so much. I'm like,
anything
well,
different about me? No,
Yeah.
no.
She's doing something I wasn't paying
I'm
attention.
bad
Yeah.
about that, and she knows.
You
it,
get
but,
your toes painted? I don't know what's going on.
So I had to get one for myself, and I got her a power sword because she really wanted to have a power sword too. And I got the Batarang from '89. There's an Adam West Batarang on there too. I like to get also. The Xenomorph from
cool.
Alien is on there. There's a bunch of good ones on there too. So, but I wish they would do Jitsu's chopping hand. I feel like there's a bunch of others that they
Yeah.
could do.
I message the seller and be like, "Hey, you made Fisto's gauntlet."
See, that wouldn't
Why
be
not?"
cool because you can make it all gold and everything.
Yeah.
like it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I would totally buy that. I was trying to think of some others that would, like a Skeletor's Havoc staff would be really good. The Horde symbol would be really good. I mean, there's so many others that.
Wooden sort of protection be perfect because of the jewel.
Yeah.
You get like a really cool dildo or something for yourself. That would be just hang it right. No,
Do what now?
That fell flat.
nothing.
That fell flat, Ren. Jesus. He said get a dildo, I think he said, for your neck.
Wait, but he did say he wants the xenomorph.
I thought he said Gwildor, so he said dildo.
I thought he said a dildo. Did you say a dildo, Ren?
I said a
Dildo.
dildo.
He did say dildo. See?
I thought.
I
So
mean,
some of you
look,
guys are
dildos.
Gwildor, and
I
then
mean,
some
look,
people
Tyler's
didn't
paying
hear anything.
enough attention like he was to Erica wearing the necklace. He's just like, huh?
But
When
I'll
Ren
tell
says
you,
Dildor, I'm like, what is he making fun of Glodor or trying to say dildo and really fucking it up? Like, I mean,
Oh, these are badass.
yeah. So I'm like, part of me is like,
But
should I
Joe,
get
there's
like a?
Jason on there.
Oh yeah, Jason and Freddy
Oh,
are on there too. Like the Freddy
oh, I
glove.
thought
Oh.
the twins.
yeah,
were
I
shiny.
saw the Freddy.
Yeah.
It was like the
Joe, why
Freddy
did you look behind you?
Shut up! Piss
He's
off! I
looking
don't
at
know.
it. Let me guess. You're looking at your collection.
I was. My
Oh my
collection
god,
Oh,
was
he's
right
Jason.
there.
behind me.
Jason's over there.
Jason, where?
Like if I was talking
Shut
about
up.
Skeletor, I would probably be like, "Yeah, Skeletor's. He's right behind me."
Man.
I just look to my collection because I got all my
so
stuff.
vain.
Yes, I am.
Oh, they have Mars attacks. Awesome.
Yeah, Martha. I think Pinhead's on like
Critters?
the Critters is on there too. Yeah, there's Godzilla's on there.
David Bowie.
I want to
Those
ask
are
the
cool.
the audience a question.
Okay.
Does anybody in the audience or any of you guys know or have
a
the
dildo.
the superstar, the WWE superstars, Andre the Giant? I'm looking for one. So
You can
that's
find him
the-
online. I got mine way up there. He's on the top shelf, but he was really expensive at first. But you can find him on eBay. He's not that bad. You can find him.
Yeah, they're still expensive.
Look for
I've got a
loose
couple
ones.
I've got a couple of figures that I'm willing to trade out. So
Okay.
It's
if
because
anybody's got one.
because this was towards the tail end of that line, right? So they didn't make as many.
No, that one. There's one that just came out. The superstars one, not the
Ouch.
not the
Masters of the WWE.
Masters
universe.
ones. No,
Okay.
this is
you're
the WWE
talking about-
superstars one.
Oh,
The rest.
Wait, there's another Andre the Giant that just came out. What the fuck? I didn't know about that
Yeah.
one. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be able. Let me.
Oh wait. Is that the one with the 70s style head? Or
Yeah.
something with.
He's got,
Oh, okay.
he's got the it's like a fur onesie type
I know what
thing.
you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
I
That
just
one's
didn't know
a
they
new
came
one.
out
It's
yet.
a newer one. Yeah.
Okay. They'll probably definitely be readily
Oh.
available, remember?
Okay.
Anytime this happens, trust me, Walmart will start getting hit with them because my baby Jen found all of them for me. So they'll hit you at Walmart. Don't you worry. They'll be
Okay.
there.
I've been looking. Because I found there's only 3 in that line, and I found the other 2. It's a Doink and like a early Hogan.
Oh yeah.
and I got those
Yep.
two.
Yeah, you'll.
But I want to get that, Andre.
Okay.
The only ones
Thank
I
you,
ever
guys.
see in store is the Rock and
Macho Man and Rick Rude and
I
Earthquake
only saw
Typhoon.
Earthquake Typhoon. I only saw Rick Rude a handful of times. But I'm not like actively, going down the toy aisle and looking. Oh, who do they have in this line? Because,
Okay.
yeah, they're all right though.
All
It's
right.
cool.
Well,
It's
do you
cool
want
that
to
they're doing that.
transition
Joe's just
into our?
like, haha, fuck you.
Yeah.
I swear I'm not
To
dismissing
be
Nathan.
fair though, he does have a little bit of a lag tonight, so he probably heard me kind of stop
Yeah.
for a second, and that kept going. And Joe's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I
let
do.
me-
I have a lag. I
Yeah,
acknowledge
Yeah,
that.
that's what we're gonna blame it on.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And Jed's like, yeah, he's got a lag, all right.
there is the link to you guys in the group chat.
All right.
So
Okay.
go
I'll
ahead
click
and get that loaded up while we do. Everyone here watching us live, link is down below in the description. Get that clicked and ready to go. And then whenever we're all set, Tyler gives us a countdown.
Uh-oh.
I'm still getting mine set.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, calm down,
Right.
calm down.
Let this
God
stupid
damn it! Hit
commercial
pause,
play.
Ren.
I got
Pause
commercials
it.
on my.
Pause it.
Yeah, you gotta pause it,
Pause
Ren.
it. Pause it. Rewind it.
Yeah, you gotta rewind it and pause it, Ren.
Rewind it, Ren.
Yeah.
You got it rewound and paused. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I got it paused.
Yeah. So.
Give us the countdown, Tyler.
All right. We all ready?
Is everyone ready to go? No.
Ready.
Snafus,
Set.
everybody.
All
Okay.
right.
Ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, action.
All right. Oh yeah. Get this great intro right here. It's gonna be good.
And Rebecca, you want to start us off?
Wait a second. I'm
What
playing.
the
Wait a
motherfucker?
What the fuck?
Hey,
I
this
got
is
Bucky
Bucky
over
O'Hare.
here.
Right, yo,
Well,
you
hey, if you're gonna do
watching
that, that's
fuck
cool.
your hair.
No.
That's all apply. That's all
No.
apply to get you to watch back your hair.
Dewson did this on purpose. It's just the Bucky O'Hare intro. After this, the
damn it.
episode, will actually play.
I'm like, hey, if we're gonna cover Bucky O'Hare, like, I'm cool with that. But I'm like,
But what
Son
about
of
the
a bitch.
Enchanted Castle?
He just wanted
Oh,
to
no
troll
wonder.
you a little bit.
That's what I call enchanted tie. Oh, okay, I get it.
see,
God
mine's
damn.
not even playing now.
Oh, you're
Look what you did, Dushin.
Well,
That's badass.
Fuck him up.
I went to restart it because I thought, well, this is the wrong thing, and
Oh, great.
Okay,
now it's playing.
then let's go from the start.
We all start.
We're
You
gonna
gotta get the
start
real
over?
one though.
No,
No, this is
This
the
is
real
the real
one.
one.
the
He's
episode will
edited.
play after this intro.
Oh God damn it!
Are we-
I did.
So
Did you guys
you
stop
all
it?
botched it? All right. Well, here, everyone,
Mine's
let's
still
start
playing. I'm halfway
over.
through.
Let's start over. Okay.
I was trying to tell you guys, it'll play this intro and then it'll play the episode. And everyone else was like, wow, this is screwed up. What happened?
I love it. I love
Way to go,
it.
Deuces.
All right.
He fucked with everybody.
all right,
All right, Enchanted
Some
Castle,
mischievous.
take 2.
3, 2, 1, action.
All right.
It's like, I don't know if Filmation did Bucky O'Hare.
Well, when mine was playing earlier, I saw
That's
the
why I
clip.
muted. That's why I muted you because I'm like, I don't want Ren to ruin this because I was the only person that knew that Deucin was trolling everybody.
I can't
like,
wait till we cover Bucky
Well,
O'Hare.
that can't
so,
be
like,
right. Maybe it's a commercial in the beginning or something.
Some
Well,
of the
Rebecca,
commercials
while
were
this is
just-
going, Rebecca, why don't you start off because you suggested this episode and what was your
Yes.
first memory of it and everything? Go ahead.
Well, I didn't watch this one when I didn't have this one when I was little. So my first time watching it was when I got the DVDs when I was a teenager. I love this episode. It's one nobody really talks about. I think Martella is a great villain that could have been in it more, even though she was destroyed in it. But yeah, it just really stuck with me. I think it's a great. So, sorry, I'm distracted by Bucky O'Hare. It's so
That's awesome.
flashy.
It's still
Badass.
going. No, God damn, it's just going on and on and on.
What do you
But
mean
no,
on and
it's
on like
just
it's a problem?
Joe had a mini
There.
heart attack.
He did,
when
didn't he?
When he saw this.
All
It
right,
would've
so
been
the
over
Bucky
if you
O'Hare
all hadn't
intro's over.
screwed it
Here's
up.
the title screen
Enchanted
for
Castle.
Enchanted Castle. Here we go.
You can relax now, Joe.
Yeah, no,
Everything will be fine.
I really love this episode, so I wanted to know what everybody else thought about it because it's a great. Like, I love just the two team up of Adora and Bo, and of course Casaspella. But yeah, I just want to know what everybody else thought about it because I just always enjoyed this episode a lot.
Hey, it's
And it was
trash.
nice seeing them. And it was. What did you say? What he said?
It
Trash.
was trash.
Dude, really? Dude, go ahead if you're serious.
He's not serious. He's fucking with us.
It
Because
was
I went
one,
on this long thing about I love this episode.
it was one that Rebecca had put out a list of 4 episodes, and Dewson was like, "Oh, let's do this one because I haven't watched it in a long time, and it'll jog my
Yeah.
memory." Okay.
So did it jog you in a good way, Dushin,
I
or
like what
what?
that one dude's wearing with just like the loincloth, but he has a full like outfit on over top of it.
And you're just getting to see Tongue Lasher and Rattler team up, which you don't get to see a whole lot. So it still was always odd to see Tongue Lasher illustrate, even though that was just how he was in the concept of the character. Like that's how he ended up like this. Where it was like, why does it look so different? Like you don't know those things when you're watching these when you're young. But it's just always fun to see a Snake Man team up when you can see it. They don't happen that often.
I have a question because I haven't watched She-Ra in a while. How often do we see Spirit talking?
He
Quite a
talks
bit.
all the
I
time.
always felt,
Yeah,
I
quite
feel
a
like when
bit.
he's, pretty,
Because like when you think back of Secret of the Sword, that seems to imply that he can talk while
Yeah,
until he
he-
doesn't
Yeah.
until he
I know what
yeah,
you
transforms.
because
mean.
he was shocked that he could talk. So I guess after that he was just like, I don't
A
know.
horse.
Yeah, that's a
He's,
good question.
he's jabberjaws all the time.
But
yeah.
he does talk quite a bit.
Yeah, he's a chatty
Yeah.
cat.
Hey, Ren, what about you? What are your thoughts of this episode?
Yeah,
I watched this episode earlier today, about an hour before we came on, so that I
Yeah?
could be super fresh with it in my mind. It was amazing. I
Yeah?
used to watch She-Ra when I was younger. Yeah, I used to
Did you-
watch
did-
that and
did you-
Jim. I used to love.
Yeah, Jim.
Okay, did you know
I've
all the
never seen this
characters?
episode though.
Okay,
Did I
did you know
know
all
all
the
of them?
characters and the names? Yeah, like when you seen, Tongue Lasher, did you know who it was, or you're like, who the fuck is that? Did that
Yes,
have
yeah,
you?
this
No,
is
I
amazing.
didn't. I had never seen this episode, so I didn't know who the hell that was. No.
Okay. Do you know who Bo was?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Come on, man.
Just checking.
Those
Should
are
be
And
no
I'm
She-Ra.
loving seeing it this clear. I'm probably gonna watch
it
this a
looks
million times
unbelievable.
tonight.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. We need to
God,
get this in
that's
the
amazing.
United States. God damn it.
Well, you know what? If
Unreal.
this is how we're gonna get it, I will take it however we can get it. We can just do a shit ton of like watch alongs, and Deuce can provide
Yeah.
the best that he can there.
Here's
I
your
really
fucking-
enjoy
Those guys
just dropping them off right here to where like they're stuck this high up.
So
and-
Swift one's got to have like superpowers too to be able to lift that thing because
Yeah.
Sure wasn't the only one.
Yeah, because remember they
And
He's
helped
a
move that
mean
planet.
person. And they just sit there with the tongue dangling out.
Probably died too. Couldn't get down, starved to death.
Couldn't get
Like,
down.
oh, fuck.
They probably died.
They did. Never seen them no more. Like, whatever. They're gone.
We were
Wish
talking
I
about
were-
the clarity of this, and because I watched this version on the YouTube app on my TV, and we were talking about how great it looks. But I mean, even just watching it on a massive ass TV when they're doing the transformation sequence, and you could just see the bits of animation there so clearly, and just the movement
Yeah.
of it. It's what I really enjoy
beautiful.
about these upscales. Like we
I
say
mean,
this
like,
every time we watch them, but the VHS versions that we watch together sometime, I really love those, and I really like this just as much too.
Yeah,
The thing
doesn't-
Thankfully,
Go-
thankfully,
Yeah,
they get to use the state-of-the-art AI, unlike us mere people who can only use gun and stuff like that. But what's available to industry is this thing that's called AstroRes AI, and it's pretty much a miracle how it manages to upscale even the tiniest detail.
Yeah.
It's simply stunning. Like it brings out literally the brush strokes on the backgrounds.
Mhm.
Like, of course, they have at their disposal the uncompressed DVD masters to work with, so that helps a lot. But still, what the AI managed to do with this is stunning.
Yeah.
Only
Can they
limit
do that with
it-
live action too, Dushin, or no? Is this just cartoons where they can do that AI stuff?
They can, but it's far more complex.
Okay.
I love this
Because,
whole thing about. Oh, sorry, Dushan. Go ahead.
because with live action, you have to carefully train the AI so it doesn't make people look like plastic.
Yeah, which they
Yeah.
had problems with.
Isn't that do it with like the True
Blu-rays.
Lies, like 4K that's coming out? Like James Cameron's like fucking around with his movies
Yeah.
and trying to make everything, you know.
Yeah,
he's
yeah. People weren't
God, he's as
happy
bad
about
as
that.
George Lucas.
And then I think too about that first release of Predator on Blu-ray, where
Oh,
everybody looked
yeah.
really waxy. So
Oh yeah, they use the digital noise reduction to the
Yeah.
extreme.
yeah.
Yeah.
What were
Yeah,
you
the
going to say,
4K
Rebecca?
release is much better.
About
Oh, I was just gonna say how I love the whole. It's very fairy tale like because in a lot of fairy tales you
Yeah.
have the old crone that you help, but she ends up being a beautiful fairy, or in this case, she ends up being Castaspella, a beautiful enchantress.
Oh,
And
hot
you know
stuff.
what? And you know what?
Yeah.
Even with the fairy tale tone, it makes sense. It's not
Yeah.
nonsensical, lazy writing,
Mhm.
like we
I
can
found, like,
see with current Doctor Who, for example.
I have not watched Doctor Who. I've never
Don't-
seen it.
don't-
I've
don't
seen
get-
one
Yeah,
episode of
I've never
Doctor
watched
Who.
this episode of Doctor Who.
These days, it's such a disaster. It boggles the mind.
I like how when the enchanted guards talk, their eyes glow.
Their eyes
It's
light
really
up.
cool.
Yeah.
They're really
that's
cool
a,
designs too.
that's an expensive effect to do.
Was
because
it?
it
Is that
takes that's an expensive effect to do because it takes
Why?
multiple film passes to do because with each pass you expose it and with exposure you make it glow brighter and brighter.
Awesome.
So how many
That's a sexy
passes?
chick right there, buddy.
How many passes would you have
She's
to
awesome looking.
take?
I love
to,
her
Mortality.
design.
I'm not sure, probably like 4, maybe even more.
Okay.
Like it's not an easy effect in those days
Yeah.
because it has to sync up perfectly with the footage that it's imposed over.
Definitely
Otherwise,
see a little
the
Evelyn in
moment
that face. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, definitely.
otherwise when the characters move, you might see the eyes stay in the same position.
Oh, okay.
Which you can see actually if you watch Brayster the movie. The scene when Brayster goes to obtain the rifle, the Sarah Jane, and you see the panning shot, and you see the light that's shining on the rifle. You can see that it's not synced up perfectly, so the light doesn't match up with the table.
We'll have to cover that movie at some point.
Yeah,
Yes.
especially if Germans decide to upscale it.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, by the way, so the earlier scene in that forest, it's so fantastic. Those backgrounds like that because
it's gorgeous.
you see the darkness and it just makes you wonder like what's out there. Like it's so perfectly mysterious.
That whole image too of the enchanted knights in that corrupt-looking dark forest. It just looks so cool.
Yeah.
The designs are so good, especially for the lead knight. Is like with the extra spikes and everything. It's
Yeah.
so cool. That would be
Yes.
a great figure to have.
Yeah.
Because he
Yeah.
looks so badass.
And also, I wish today's animators would study scenes like that because that's how you make an atmospheric shot.
Very much so.
Because like when you look at Netflix Shira, you
We
won't
don't
find
need
a
to look at
single-
that,
You
dude.
won't find a single episode where
God's
you
sake.
get such scenes.
God, I'd rather look at Joe's pasty pale hands for an hour and a half.
All right,
Turn
well,
those glasses.
Knowing where
still-
they've been, I'd still rather watch Joe's hands than watch the Netflix She-Ra.
well, here you go. We'll just keep this on the screen the rest of the episode. All right.
Oh,
God damn it.
That's like when Joe's fell over in the bathroom asking Jenny to bring the baby wipes.
God damn you.
he's down there going, jazz hands, Jenny, jazz hands. That's how she found him in the dark. He was just like,
Yep. Shut up, you fucker. Also,
oh.
Rebecca, and I'm sure as you notice, I love the color scheme of the little old lady because, as you know, when we see
yeah.
Yep.
who she becomes, like, yeah.
Yep. it's just so cool to know that she was like under the spell, and then the whole like her getting her powers from the flames. It's just cool.
It's a
just
fun
good
bit of mythology
storytelling.
about the
Yeah.
planes too, and I know you don't always have to have things like that explained, but because of her source of magic comes from that, makes it more fascinating. It's not explained. It's just you just go with it.
Yeah.
But it's such a, I mean, that's her Achilles heel. Like once that fires out, she's no more. But I love that. But obviously, it's so powerful enough. And of course, anything to get Linda Garrett into the mix. But I found her to be kind of reminiscent of the Evil Queen in Snow White, like her look. Like very slim with the headpiece over that covers up her whole face. I just thought that it was just reminiscent of the Evil Queen from
they
there.
probably drew inspiration from that, because like even like when you look at He-Man's transformation, for example, that effect
This
of
is one of my
power
favorite pieces of
surrounding him,
music here.
that effect
When-
surrounding him.
This piece of music
Literally-
is one of my favorites. It's awesome.
I've got to ask you, Rebecca, when you watched this, either the first time or the first time, did you have an idea that was going to be Castor Speller based on the colors? I know you guys brought that up.
The voice is what gave it away
Yeah.
for me. I'm like,
The
it's the same
voice, is
voice.
that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, for me, Ren, actually, I remember when I seen this
What?
as a kid.
Well,
I
Ren,
thought
he
that
didn't.
the old-
Joe, he didn't ask you.
I didn't ask.
Well, I'm gonna give my
Yeah,
opinion, you
okay,
son of a
man.
bitch. Anyways, when I seen this fucking thing when I was a kid, I thought that she was gonna be like the old lady that becomes somebody bad. Because usually we've seen that, in some of the episodes where you always seen the little old lady and then she ends up being evil or somebody evil. So,
What?
but once I seen more, shut up, you fuck nut.
You're
Anyways,
so
so when we see more.
cynical.
Listen, seeing more talent, it's like, oh, so it's different. She's good. So, but the first time I seen it, I was wondering when they helped her. It's like, is this gonna be an old lady that's gonna be bad? So it was nice and refreshing to see something different.
I
So-
thought it was going to be Adolf Hitler, but I
Hey,
was
how about you pissed
wrong.
off? Piss off, dick bag.
No,
But,
I see where Joe's coming from with that, because
Yeah,
the way that they're building it up
Aw.
initially, you suspect like, oh, all right, well maybe this old lady will end up being bad as well.
I do like
And then
seeing
she-
I do like
Uh-huh.
seeing Adora and Bo flirt. That's cute.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that's always fun.
Well, yeah. I was always envious of like whatever dudes like macking on Adora/Shira. Like, all right, man, got to get that kiss at the end of the episode or something, man.
I'll tell you what, when Bo saw her transform, his mouth wouldn't close. I tell you that. He was like, "Who's Adora?" Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
He's like, "I was rubbing all over that old chicken. That's who she was." Oh shit. I had
And
that on my back the whole time.
I'm gonna say this too, since you guys were so quick to like stop it when Bucky O'Hare started playing at the beginning of this. Watch this all the way through, because
Okay.
it's good stuff.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh hell.
Can we just
Nice.
point out how the
is
interiors to the
fine.
castle, how good like those
Painted
backgrounds
and
are? I mean,
nice,
Filmation
yeah.
always killed it with their backgrounds, but like some of
Yeah.
them just blow me away.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
pretty nice. That is pretty nice.
Yeah, everything. The angles, everything. Like,
Hmm. The colors, it's like you said, Dishin. It sets an atmosphere.
and like if we were ever to get a real HD transfer, the colors would be even better.
Wow.
Her hair just starts flowing.
I remember being so fascinated by this transformation as a child, like because I had never seen The Secret of the Sword until I was in high school. So to see this as a kid, like not knowing the connection of She-Ra and He-Man, like oh my god, like it blew my
How did
mind.
you not know the connection when it's in the intro?
Well, I was 3, so I'm just learning that there is a connection between the two, but not registering that they're brother and sister. Because I remember thinking before I knew that I wanted He-Man and She-Ra to get together because I didn't know they were brother and sister.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah,
intro,
so-
she spells it
so-
out.
yeah.
I said,
children.
I was 3 years old. I'm fascinated by the images and the hot girls.
You were
cool
3 years
muscle
old,
dudes.
but you were
I'm
into
not
that.
looking at the context of the show. For Christ's sake.
Seriously,
It's like trying to
You
watch
wanted
wrestling
to
as
have
Nathan
sex?
when I'm 4 years
That's
old,
such
trying
a
to watch
great pose
He-Man
of
and
it.
like Deuce when I'm 4
Yeah.
years old. Like
Look at Tyler getting all pissy like Joe losing at Mario Kart.
it's like you guys are just like
Everybody's so angry tonight.
just come out of the womb and like like
Tyler is
some sort
pissed
of,
because we're not watching a Bucky O'Hare episode.
no, hey, that's coming soon enough. I'm perfectly fine
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, that Bucky O'Hare episode 1 watch party coming very soon.
Minus
Yeah.
Joe Amato because he'll have some excuse.
Yeah, he'll have to build someone's house that night. I'm gonna go build a house of sticks tonight. I can't make it, guys.
My hands went out. I can't see anything.
Oh wait,
my
you're doing what?
flashlight
2
is-
weeks? I got that house of straw.
Fuck you, Red! You bastard!
Yeah, if the power ever goes out here, Joe, I'll be calling you.
I
Hey,
can't find
man,
my computer. My hands went out.
can you?
I
Can
don't
you
know what's going on.
Bunch of dicks.
My
Hey, Tyler,
hand,
when
like,
this part happens, it always makes me think of Naked Gun when the pillow gets thrown and.
Oh yeah. I do love the animation of her throwing off of her. Like it's so
Oh, yeah.
like this animation of her like throwing, but yeah,
Very dynamic.
that is that. Yeah,
the
I can
very
see why
first
Joe thought that.
transformation after she gets
Yeah.
covered turns into that box.
The spinning. Yeah.
I thought that was pretty.
Yeah.
slick.
I just love the way she's drawn because I'm like it is very evil and influence there, but like how narrow her face is and the way her hands are posed out, like
And here's the duel. Here we
She would
go.
have made a good figure too.
she would have been, and to
Oh,
revisit
yeah.
the character, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's only in the one episode.
but
Old
I
lady's
mean,
like, listen here, bitch.
same time, you run the risk of these one-shot characters. If they're used too much, then maybe it would take away from the
Well,
aura
even
of the
like
series.
one appearance, even though like you think of like Negator was given a great episode in Game Plan, he comes back and Trouble's middle name and it fucking sucks. And it's not the character's fault; it's just a shitty script. Or like Chakotay and Mask, one memorable episode, and that's all they got. But I feel like as so many episodes as there were, you could have afforded to give like a couple of one-shot villains, like another revisit from time to time.
Especially to see like what was it Mortella done to get the upper hand on Cast a Spell to make turn it like
yeah,
that.
see,
and
that
have,
would
like,
be a cool story to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like Cast of Spells, like her back history, like with Shadow Weaver and this she has a lot of history, which makes me think of Queen Bavmorda and I'm drawing a damn blank.
Missed opportunity
Finn
to have
Rizal.
the like a child role-playing Bo's bow, where it would just like expand.
Expand. Oh, yeah, that'd have been awesome.
Been cool.
Joe, make one.
Yeah, there you go.
Here comes the water. Now it's time to fucking change this shit up. Now we get to see who that little old lady is.
I mean,
Look at the tear in her face here when
It's kind of
that
a
water
dark
comes.
ending when the water hits and it just like that's
Dissipates,
it.
yeah. Yeah.
She
Well, tell us,
dies.
she's built quite nicely there too, man. I mean, she
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He goes to the gym. I mean, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, man.
And just gone.
Dead. Dies.
Yeah, just gone. It's
Yeah.
over.
And that look of
How's this for dark and gritty?
It reminds me of the
Hey.
Wicked Witch dying in The Wizard of Oz.
Oh my!
No.
That movie's a fucking masterpiece. Oh my god, I love The Wizard of Oz so much.
Here we go.
See all these glow effects. The show at this point. had a
It's like,
budget-
oh man, she's
Yeah,
hot.
pretty she is.
Yeah, look at Bo.
The show had a budget of nearly $500,000 per episode.
$500,000
Wow.
per episode. What?
Really?
Yeah, that was the budget per episode.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that comes straight from Tom Cito.
God
And
damn.
that's without the inflation.
Wow.
With inflation, it's about $1 million.
Yeah.
Whew.
It's kind
Okay.
of crazy to think just for, an animated.
And especially for the
kids
people
show
that
back
shit
then.
on it, like, oh, well, all they did was reuse the same stuff over and over and over. It's like, really?
Yeah,
I mean,
it literally cost far more than anything that was shipped overseas.
So isn't that something? Yeah. And actually had jobs here for everybody. That's, yeah.
I really wish we could like get a corner in a room a bunch of the assholes that like to shit on He-Man and She-Ra for the same and just I don't know, just give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I'll make it 30. I want to enjoy it.
Damn.
And you said we got to look for something after this is over, after Lookie does this little thing?
Yeah, it's a dildo.
You
at the end of it.
have to watch the entire episode like
Yeah.
usual.
Dildor
Okay.
shows
something
up. It
on
was a
your-
cut scene.
Dildor
All
popped
right.
in.
Yeah, so here we go.
I hope he killed
And I'm-
Lookie.
Let's see where the hell these are. I can't find him this time. Where the fuck is he? Shit, I guess I give
Are
up.
you kidding me? You're joking.
He was not. He was not there.
Fell on his face.
Aw.
I didn't expect that. We gotta somehow clip that to put it on the show so other people can see it.
That was good.
That has to be shown for the viewers.
I was actually gonna ask Deuce and if he could clip that for me and I could upload it to the channel.
Oh, is there a sound effect like a fart noise when he lands and splash?
No, it just plays the music the whole time.
That could be one of the shorts. Make that one of our shorts because shorts get lots of clicks.
Oh my god, that was great.
And that could bring people to the channel. That was great. Fucking real.
Hate Lookie.
Well, I love Lookie. Piss off.
Do you?
I don't mind Lookie that much.
I like Lookie too. I always did when I was a kid.
Lookie is
I like Kyle.
Listen. Lookie beat the crap out of that swamp pig.
What?
Yeah, there's an episode in which
with that.
What's the call? Okay, Joe. What's the name of that place set? With the ooze. The slime pit. The slime pit. Inside
Did
the slime
you actually
pit.
ask me that? Wait. Did you actually?
Because you wanted to talk, you caveman.
Okay.
And inside the slime pit lives a slime pig, and the slime pig had this magic formula that eliminates the slime, which would free Shira out of the slime, as well as Loki and his girlfriend. And because slime pig was such a dick, Loki just jumped right in on top of him and beat the shit out of him.
What?
Like literally that happens.
There's a female Lookie?
Yeah,
Lassie.
They're called.
Yeah, her name's Lassie. There's Lookie, Lassie, and Poppy. So those are some of the
people are called the conceals.
The conceals. Yeah.
Conceals.
They're called the what?
Conceals.
The conceals, because they conceal themselves. They hide, you fuckhead.
Oh,
God damn it, Ren, I want to kick
There's
you.
a whole bunch of them.
Joe, I thought you said that. Never mind.
What?
He thought he said dildo.
What did you think? Say it. What did you think I said? Say it.
I thought you said the cornfields or something, and I'm like, I don't know what.
That's what Joe's backyard is.
God forbid. Somebody mute Ren. Holy shit.
I
thought that's what you said.
Well, here's a thing from Febmon. It says here, do you think Mortella has some kind of treaty with the Hoarder, at the very least Shadow Weaver? Make up a story about it if you want.
I'm gonna get some water.
I think they would. I don't think they would get along. Yeah, I don't think Shadow Weaver wants anybody else having any magic on. I think she wants to be the most powerful. She would just probably try to steal whatever magic she has, and I don't think they would get along.
Much like seeing Shakoti and Skeletor, or Negator and Skeletor.
They'd see them as a threat.
Yeah, I just like the world's so vast that they all have ambitions of conquest and taking over the planet, the galaxy, wherever their ambitions, like they don't want to share it with anybody else. If they were to team up, it's a means to an end, and then they backstab the other one, you know. And that's what you kind of want to see, even though it's cool to see, or the idea of picturing, you know, as much as I don't think Shadows and Skulls is a very good episode. I think a lot of the dialogue's pretty damn shitty, but the image of Skeletor and Shadow Weaver, it's cool. But you know, Skeletor's not going to permanently team up with Shadow Weaver. He's not going to, you know, if he's willing to backstab Evil Lynn whenever he can, he sure as hell is not going to, you know, support it who works for the Horde, you know. So.
Hey Ren, I just linked you the episode where Loki beats up the slime pig. If you can,
send it to Nathan. Let him play it on.
No,
watch it right now.
Banned. Yeah, check it out right now. It's short.
Okay.
It'll automatically fast forward.
And then it's just Rick Astley's never going to give you up. And
oh my god.
What do you mean? Oh my god! What's wrong with that song?
Where'd Joe go?
I hate that song.
Really?
No, I don't like it at all. I think it's a wimpy song. It's like
a wimpy song.
Yeah, turn this shit off.
Boy,
it's wimpy. It's like a wiener song.
Are they slap fighting?
Yeah, they're punching each other.
They're doing this.
Is that how sluts fight, Red?
I said slap fighting.
Oh, they said slut fighting. I'm like,
no, they're doing this in the mud.
Now it makes me think of that scene, Beavis and Butthead Do America, where Beavis is on the bus with that old lady.
I was thinking about the other day. It's like, yeah, he's like, Yeah, I must be doing the sluts. Yeah, we're doing some sluts too.
Why
God,
are they so
that movie's so good.
Damn, I'm gonna kill him.
She did to me again. I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, that's what Bruce Willis and Demi Moore that voice those characters.
Oh my God. What, you want us to do a guy? He's like, no way. I don't know, butthead. Maybe we just close our eyes and just smack the shit out of him.
What's it called? Them boys just whacking in the tool shed.
Tool shed. Buff coat and beaver.
Thank you, Deuce.
And then when he's there at the White House at the end, he's like, damn it, Ike. This country's going to hell in a handbasket.
And Beavis looks at the Monument of Washington. Oop, choppa chop chop. Dun, dun, and he goes into Joe Amato mode and like, well, I'll go into the camper here.
Yeah.
Damn it, boy, put your pants on.
Joe, did you wash your hands?
Yes, I washed my
never
hands.
puts his pants on.
Yeah, I had to take off my flannel because I was getting all worked up. My blood pressure was getting worked up.
Pants off, yeah.
See, so now you get
You
all the
needed more
whiteness.
light. You
Now you
need
get
more
more
light.
Oh my! Don't put any black lights on Joe's white hands right now.
Every time you say Jenny,
My favorite thing now is every time I put this up, Deuce, watch.
Jenny.
Does it every time. That's so good. That's so good.
God damn you, too. So, you guys, I don't know if they already hit it, but you have any questions?
I want to hear Rebecca try to do her Hulk Hogan impression saying apple pie.
Oh yeah,
How does he talk?
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
I don't
Come
know how
on,
the fuck he.
Rebecca.
All right. Do Yappa Pie, but Jodie Foster doing the voice.
What is Yappa Pie?
Yeah.
Yeah, pie.
Jodie Foster's gonna be in season 4 of True Detective, by the way. Apparently
Yes, she
it's
is.
gonna be pretty good. And I think it premieres next week, so I'll check it out.
Apple pie.
I'm waiting.
No, she just did it.
She just did it.
I didn't hear
Apple
her say
pie.
it.
What the hell is
That's
Yappa
right.
Pie?
Look at Ren. Ren's just fucking lost. Like, what am
I don't
doing
know
here?
what the apple pie is.
Come on, dude.
Apple
Every
pie.
week we're doing this. What the
Yeah,
fuck
That's
is
good,
Yappa
Rebecca.
Pie?
That's good.
Apple pie.
Yeah, apple pie.
Doctor.
What is it?
It's a pie with apples.
No, it's the Yappa Pie Indian strap match was something Hogan was doing, but it sounds like he sent apple pie. So that's why you see that image of him holding an apple pie. It sounds like apple pie, but it's Yappa Pie. It's Native
Now it's
American.
not funny.
Oh.
Huh?
Now it's
Okay.
not funny because you
I
explained
know,
the
but
joke.
Ren's like, I don't get it. What's a wrestler?
Oh.
He was asking
You know
about
what it-
Andre the Giant earlier. He knows.
Oh,
what
no,
wrestlers
I'm getting
are.
him confused with Rebecca.
You don't know what a doomberry pie is, Ren?
A Doomberry pie?
A doomberry pie.
No, I don't know what a Doomberry pie is.
Well, something Skeletor got. Come on.
Yep.
Somebody gave it to him. Who gave it to him, Ren?
Come on, Ren. Don't you know what a
No.
Dildo pie
It,
is?
Joe.
What?
Kodak got it.
Oh, shit, you're right. I'm sorry.
Oh.
But do you know who I'm fucked up. The Twiggets gave it to him. Why do I think Skeletor came in that episode? God damn, I
No,
done
he
fucked
was
it up.
in the
I had a Ren
episode.
moment.
He
Well,
was
it was
in
the
the
Twiggets.
episode, Joe.
What the? The twigs?
was-
I know the twigs. It's the three stick kids.
Isn't that when he got
with the
sick?
leaf hat.
And
Yeah.
that's when he got
And
sick.
yeah.
And Tears for Hordak or whatever or some shit or.
No, not Tears for.
Flowers for Hordak.
No.
No, wait.
No.
No.
My friend, my enemy.
God
Yes.
damn, that's it, man. We're all fucking up. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm
look at
done.
Rebecca, man.
I
She's
didn't
schooling
fuck up.
everybody on here tonight.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, there it went.
Skeletor is in the episode, and he poisons
Hey,
Hordak
Joe.
with a doomberry pie.
Oh,
Yo.
okay. See, I thought. Well, yeah, what, Ren?
You're
So
continuing your losing
you're
streak.
on the
I
right
see.
track.
Hey, we all had a fuck up. Everybody said the wrong thing at some
You
point.
had to get him
Leave me
stirred
alone.
up. See, I think he forgot about it for a minute, and now
No,
Ren's
No,
fuck
he
all
was
that.
on the,
stirring
he
him up
remembers
again.
Skeletor and She-Ra, and Skeletor was in that episode. But
Okay,
he gave the
okay.
pie to Hordak.
So you can say like, yeah, she was in that episode, right?
God,
Hey Joe, is Bo in that episode too?
piss off. God damn it. I said the wrong episode name. Tyler did. We both had a fuck
Yeah,
up.
but
Leave
you
me
know
alone,
what?
Ren.
I own my mistakes. I'm not going to sit
Me
and act like,
too.
you know.
I I did.
you
I
don't.
do
Mad
own
about
it.
it.
You
I
sit
do
freak
own
out
it. What do you
about
mean?
it.
Look,
Fucked up
I was the
price,
only one that had a goddamn mistake. I ain't have the only mistake. Son of a bitch.
It's alright. I always mix
he-
up the names of enemy with my face and my friend my enemy. Like I
Yeah.
always get the names mixed up. I know the episodes.
Or enemy mine, or
Ren, I
Amy
swear I'm
Ma.
coming for you at
Yes.
Polycon. I'm
Ren's
coming
the only
for
one
you
that
at
got that
Polycon.
right.
Yeah,
look off
PowerCon
the dude that
2025
impregnates himself, because that's like weird and shit.
It still sounds rapey when you say it.
Oh, God.
I don't.
Oh, that
I
didn't
don't
sound
want
right
you
either.
coming
Oh,
for
God.
me.
I'm going to get you, though.
Don't come on my account, please.
Yeah.
Don't tell
I
Joe,
can't say
Joe
it-
to come at all, Ren. Don't
There's
not a
single
thing I can
say.
Don't encourage him.
If I say anything, it's going to sound wrong because I always think, I'm going to get you, Ren. You're going to get it, Ren. But everything
then-
I say just
And
sounds
then
wrong.
the picture shows up of Joe plugging Ren there.
Yeah.
Show it there, Nathan.
Yeah,
Play it.
We don't need
Play
that.
the
there you
picture,
go.
Nathan.
Yeah,
Play
yeah.
the picture.
Play the picture.
Yeah, see, yeah. He got Ren there.
It's like we're like in
Yeah, I mean,
the olden days. Play the picture. The
You
moving
should
picture.
really hear some of
The
the
moving
shit that
pictures.
comes out of Joe's mouth when we're
Movies.
playing Mario Kart, man.
What are you talking about? I don't
Oh,
say
is
nothing.
he a cusser?
It's bad.
I've
No,
watched
I
him
can
play
imagine.
video games, and he has the shit mouth.
He does.
No.
I'm sure he's constantly talking about Nathan's dick the whole time. I'm gonna hit you in the
What?
dick. I'm gonna get your dick, Nathan. I'm gonna dick.
No, not that.
Just like I do with Ren. I'm gonna hit Ren in the dick. I'm gonna grab him by the dick, and I'm gonna squeeze his dick. His dick.
No,
dick.
not
Squeeze
squeeze, not
it.
squeeze. He said strangle dick.
It's other
Golly.
insults with Nathan. I just can't remember. But I'm usually nice. I'm rooting him on and cheering him on as we're playing. I never yell at Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nathan, you got to do that again. Squeeze that dick. Ah.
I'm gonna inject it with a lethal
The
dose.
dose of poison.
Squeeze his dick.
I'm fucking done.
Oh,
with
the
you
show's gone off the rails. Joe, you already told people if they have questions, right? To put them in.
Yeah,
in the
because
chat.
everybody
Please
has
have
a
pictures,
so
man.
many things.
Questions.
Yeah. Throw them down here in the chat.
Like about Joe?
And if you haven't, if you got here late, make sure you hit like. Good.
Yeah,
Helps with
like the
algorithm.
video.
Like this. Like the
Yes.
video.
And the
It's the
bell,
bell.
the bell.
The bell, the girls.
Don't forget the bell, Joe. The bell is important, Joe.
That way you're notified when we go live, because occasionally it'll be like a Wednesday afternoon and I have the day off, and Tyler and I are doing a spinner rack or something, or
Yeah.
maybe in the
Talk
future
Spawn
there'll be
with-
some
we need to
more.
cover like an issue like
streaming
Spawn
video
with
games.
Ren sometime, because I think
Okay.
Ren's a pretty big Spawn fan or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I think I told you guys, my mom has never read a comic book in her life until Spawn came out.
Okay.
And she found out about the first couple issues, and then every week she would ask me if the new Spawn came out. And
That's
of
awesome.
course they come out every month.
Mm.
And so a week would come and she'd like, Spawn come out? I'm like, no, Mom, it's 3 more weeks. It comes out every month. Okay. The next week she'd ask me, Spawn come out this week? I'm like, Mom, every month. Okay. I got it. The next week it comes out. Spawn come out. I'm like, geez. So she loves Spawn. My mom
That's
loves
cool.
Spawn.
That
She
is
watched
cool.
the movie, the HBO
I was about to ask.
series, the whole thing. She loved all of it.
The
She liked
HBO
the cartoon?
series is
Awesome.
great.
All this, the
Yeah, she
cartoon
loved all
fucking
of it.
rocks. The movie,
Yeah.
not so much.
She loved all of it, man.
Great soundtrack
That's
for
awesome.
the movie.
Oh, soundtrack's awesome
Yeah.
for Spawn. And Michael J. White looked the part, and
Yeah.
the costume looks
My
really good in
grandmother
the
has
movie.
a huge crush on Michael J. White.
He's a cool dude. It's
Yeah.
you know, I like. I wish he was casting more leads in action movies.
Bigger
I feel like a
movie.
lot. Yeah, I would pay full price to go see him in more live action movies. I feel like he's I don't know what it is, but I feel like I would much rather
He's just
see
got
him.
a presence to him.
He does, and he's legit. He can do the actual
Yeah.
stuff on camera. You don't require no fucking stunt double or something like that. He should be up there with like Arnold Stallone and Van Damme and Wesley Snipes. Like I don't know why he's not. It's a lot of straight to video stuff, unfortunately.
He signs up for those straight to video things, man, and unfortunately that's what's holding his brand back. He just goes out and does the movies, and they're all B movies, and
He
they're
did
like
give us Black
straight to
Dynamite,
Netflix or
though.
whatever.
Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah,
But I'm
That's-
like, I
that was
just
an
feel like the
amazing
guy
movie.
could do so much more. As like seeing him on a movie poster,
yeah.
With well, of course, movie posters now today just they're fucking terrible.
Yeah, just
Hey,
Photoshop.
Nathan,
Photoshop.
we got special presentation.
Special presentation.
Yeah, the designs.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Oh.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so these are all designs for Castaspella. All come from the collection of Power and Honor Foundation. So hopefully
wow.
someday they'll get to make more art books because there's so much artwork to share.
Oh my gosh.
So starting off with this. How did that
Oh
get in here?
yeah!
Fucking A, you got me excited.
More.
I mean, that's
I
cool.
love it.
Oh,
Holy
there
shit.
it is.
Okay.
She's beautiful.
Gosh,
This is
That's beautiful.
probably the earliest design. Probably it seems to be done by Gerald Forton, based on the art style.
Great.
God, you
Yeah.
can make that into like almost like Evil Lynn because of the
Mhm.
shape of her headpiece there. Oh, God, yeah, she's beautiful.
Or a brand new character.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
let's do that. Oh, we could take her just. Well, that's a podcast. We can come up with like her own backstory, name, everything.
Yeah.
Now here's this and this one is a bit more generic.
I don't like.
I
I
like
don't like the
that
headpiece.
helmet.
Yeah.
I like it. See, I like it. I like the pointed one, not the rounded one.
Yeah, I like the first one.
Yeah.
The
And the
far
one at the
left
bottom.
helmet.
It's
yeah.
more of like an elf hat.
Yeah, it is very much like an alpha. That's probably why I like
It looks a lot like Wasp, like the old Wasp.
Oh
helmet.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
The
yeah.
Marvel Wasp helmet. Yeah,
I like that, actually.
yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah,
That's-
here
That reminds me of ElfQuest. The style for
That's
ElfQuest.
very
If you guys
different.
ever
Yeah,
read that.
totally.
This looks like a
Elf-Quest.
completely different character, like an
Looks
Yeah,
super
it does.
young. Looks like a
If
really
it
young
wasn't
Yeah,
for
kid.
the thing on her back, I wouldn't recognize it at all. 'Cause she's got-
Okay.
I like that one.
Oh wow,
That
That's
was
beautiful.
intriguing.
that's some
That looks a
70s
lot
disco right there.
like a Guardian Goddess doll.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of looks like the cape would.
Well, the Guardian Goddess
Have
doll has a cape
abilities
like that. One of
within
them. They have
Yeah.
capes
Is that
like that attach.
There's
to
just
their
is there
wrist.
two of those, Rebecca? Just two of those Guardian Goddess dolls, or what? How
Yeah,
many
there's
were
only
there?
two. So that would
Yeah, two.
yeah. there's
And
only
for a
two.
while, Filmation was developing a cartoon based on those.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would have been cool. Wasn't there actually? I remember. I think you were. I remember a
Yeah.
comment of you. You wrote.
James
on
James shared
post
James shared
that-
the model sheet from that.
Yes, he's got a model sheet. And I believe you wrote a comment on that saying how there was actually a pilot of some kind, or not a pilot. Sorry,
but the
script.
writer of
Yeah.
that was tasked to develop it shared some details.
that's awesome. Yeah, I remember that from like years ago. That you said that because I was so
Oh,
excited.
that's cool. But
This is a more anime inspired.
Yeah, I was gonna say this
Definitely.
looks anime all over.
That's
yeah.
cool though.
Yeah. that looks a lot like
Her little magician hat is cute.
what is
And
this
It's
This
almost
is all-
blending in with her hair, but
I was gonna say I
This-
can't even tell. I thought that was her hair.
look, there's little
Sailor
stars.
Moon?
I
in
see.
it.
I see the stars there. Yeah.
Sailor Moonish, kind of.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
Sailor Moonish. Yeah.
Yeah, but it predates Sailor Moon by years and years.
Yeah.
This is like the anime wasn't even all that big yet in United States at this point.
Yeah.
Now this is
I like that.
a
Oh,
very
wow. Now
cinematic design.
Wow.
gorgeous.
That's
nice.
yeah. That's stunning.
that is
needs to
really
be an original
gorgeous.
character.
Yeah,
I love-
Look at that.
Ink
believe
over blue line.
I believe the same artist also did one of the proposed characters for season 2 of He-Man. There's like this Catman that maybe James will share one day in full
Wait, why is he holding
resolution.
out?
No, it's
Share
like
James, share it.
Yeah, don't be an asshole, James.
because like
That's
there's
gorgeous. Holy
there's
shit.
very-
Yeah,
there's
we should trade. We should a couple of these and seriously have like a discussion of some of these characters and just kind of spitball our own ideas of what we would like to see, like as villains or heroes and powers
There's
and
so
such.
much to look at on her.
The rings on her fingers, like
Yeah.
what almost kind of remind me like the Mandarin, like with the 10 rings
Yeah.
on her fingers there. You know.
That collar
Those
piece
spears
is
on her
magnificent.
body is really nice too.
Oh,
The
that
collar
and that-
piece that goes into the shoulder pad is magnificent.
That's
Yeah.
and the eye piece. It looks like an eye, like on her forehead, like on
Yeah.
the crown.
I love her hair too.
Yeah,
a
her
lot
hair looks
a lot
good.
of effort went into this one.
Yes, very much
Yes.
so.
So,
I like
That's
that one.
cool. I
That
love
looks like it almost looks like a Polaris meets Medusa from Marvel almost. Like I just
Or,
Yeah,
you
it's,
know,
it's more
Storm.
Space Girl.
Or Storm, yeah.
Yeah, I
Storm,
see
yeah.
Storm a lot there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like when you look at the face, she's likely designed here to be black character, so very much Storm inspired.
It's beautiful. They give her the spinning thing on her back.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
kind of dropped.
And see the pointy hat. Oh, holy shit! Look at this. This
That's
now this
cool.
looks like this has like Catra's color scheme almost. So this looks like an
Yeah.
evil character here.
Yeah.
And Frosta's kind of shape on the boots. Like the toy of Frosta, she has
Yeah.
that double, what is that called? Pointy things on her boots. Those look like the toys of Frosta's boots. Absolutely. That's cool.
That's a beautiful character.
that's-
yeah,
At this point, we see the emergence of the final design
With the
emerging.
ponytail.
yeah, I've seen it there.
definitely.
Yeah, I always loved her hair design. She has one of the most beautiful
Me
hair
too.
designs.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm obsessed with her hair. It's beautiful.
yeah, it's a very striking look they gave her, and
Mhm.
God bless
I
Melinda Britt for
prefer-
bringing her.
Yeah, I prefer the blue and yellow coloring to the yellow and orange of the toy, personally.
I'm all about the formation look.
That's beautiful.
there's
Yeah, look at that.
That's nice.
See how they're approaching the final stages with this.
That's cool. I love the
And
shape
the-
of her skirt, the shape that it gives, that little triangle.
Yeah,
And then,
I think. Oh, wow! Look at that evolution there.
Dude,
like right
this
here,
is a beautiful design.
as it approaches the end, you can see that they were just touching up little details, and that's it. That's how Castaspell was designed.
Now, is it me?
That's
Is her hair
amazing.
red or brown? Because to me,
Red.
is it red? Because sometimes I'm like, it looks more brown at times, and sometimes it looks red to me.
Well, the color is called Great Vermilion.
What the hell is that?
It's a version of red.
Oh,
Yeah,
how the
it's a
hell do you
red-
know that,
red
Joe?
Oh, sorry. That's great.
I don't expect Joe to know dignified answers like that. I'm like, how the hell would you know
I love
something
it.
like
Wait a
that?
second, Joe's smart?
Yes.
That's basically what Tyler's saying.
It's like I thought Joe was an idiot. I thought Joe was an idiot.
Well, I mean, you also have to take into account, you know, like when Joe is working on his customs and if Joe messes with different color schemes and things, he's got and I'm sure he probably ate a lot of crayons in his day.
no doubt, along with a lot of paint chips too. So
Did still
This
does.
vermilion tastes great. Less filling.
My favorite.
it's so light yet filling.
Yummy.
We were talking about Spawn earlier, and Sean Darren sent me a couple of pictures, and this is like old school Comic-Con stuff here. So
Oh, wow.
That's back when they were really promoting Spawn as a toy line and everything too, like the car.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Those were
Wow,
fun
what
days.
action figure is that?
That's from the original toy line, I think. Like the right. Original Spawn figure, like not a variant, but just Spawn himself.
Yeah.
And there was Spawn Alley. There was the Spawn car. There was I mean I remember that in a line when it first came out. That was a fun toy line. I didn't own any of them, but I had a buddy that was all about them and everything too. But that was a fun something just thing that was marketed towards kids too.
yeah.
Like it was not meant like sold in like collector shops or comic shops. It was at Walmart's and everything else. You could get Spawn Alley and the Spawn card Violator, who's ready to eat your heart. You know, right there next to the X-Men toys.
He said it's from '96, but
okay.
that figure in his hand was one that he had made.
Oh, man, it was great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Let's see
Very
here. We have a question from PapaHood69. Fans of Power, the Golden Book stories, are they in the same continuity as the first 4 mini-comics, or no? Been on my mind for a while now.
Those first four mini comics are not any kind of canon. And I'll just, in all seriousness, like the line evolved over its entire run. They were constantly making changes. You know, there's the continuity was lacking a lot because the mythology was evolving as the toy line was too. So, I think Joe, me have said it. I don't know how everyone else feels about it. But those first 4 mini comics, they were just kind of throwaway stories with no real.
They're all over the place. Yeah, no direction.
No direction at all. It's not until like the second wave, and that's when it starts to build up a little bit more. You can even look at the DC.
Yeah, the writers admitted that they were very rushed. They're like, we got to think of something, you know.
Which, I mean, they're fine for what they are, but they are not the mythology that we know today.
But I mean, as for Tyler, we've said so many times,
the
people say the first 4 mini comics are the best. That's their canon. That's when He-Man was barbaric and there was death and blood.
Oh,
there
that's
was
when
death
he
and
killed
blood
people.
everywhere.
Yeah, and they all
they
eat
were
their
always
own
getting
shit
killed.
too.
It was savage.
Oh,
It was savage.
Wasn't that also when Merman kicked He-Man's ass too?
Yeah, because remember he had the power harness, so he kicked the shit out of He-Man.
He stabbed him in the
Tell me
ass.
you haven't read it without telling me you haven't.
Come on,
read
Ren,
it.
jump in, stir the pot with me. Let's do this.
Fucking idiots. God forbid they read these comics, but whatever. But
it's just bullshit.
Aquaman whooped his ass.
There it is. See, you remember. Ren remembers too. There.
Joe, you might want to plug your ears for this one as it comes from
I
Chris
will,
Carter.
I will say the Golden Books, though, they're more in sync with probably the second wave of mini comics and on. You know, not that they're directly connected, but I feel like you could say that the canon of the 83 mini comics that were drawn by Mark Texeira and a few other artists as well, like they're more in tune with what you got in the Golden Books from there on out. Not to say that all of them were, you know, but I'd say the majority of the tone and the stories are telling, you could always feel like they take place in the same canon universe.
Joe, would you agree with that statement or no?
Well, I mean, the Golden Books. I mean, I could see what Tyler's saying there, and of course, getting some of the filmation stuff inspired too. So, but yeah, at least they weren't. Yeah, they weren't like just all like how the original one started off, and you weren't then getting anything with like 2 hands of the power sword, and they were starting to get Prince
He-Man came from a tribe of people. What the fuck?
Right.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so
that's-
Tribe
so
God,
later on,
it's
we started
mentioned
getting-
again.
And then Scott Dollar comes on and calls him, we'll call him Ular. You fucking moron.
Yeah.
Oh la la.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Canon now.
you gotta think, the people like
that
myself,
is so
that's-
fucking stupid. That whole idea.
Are you kidding me?
but that was
Ridiculous.
our
And
first,
yet
that was
these
our
fucking
first
fans
taste
are
of
all
He-Man.
they're all just about like, well, yeah, you had Ular, then you had Wondar. Like, fuck all of you for buying into that stupid Billy Jack bullshit. It's just
It was
dumb.
first. It came first.
What came
It
first?
came first. I got the toy before the cartoon, so the book was the only story we got. So he was a butt naked dude, no shoes, that went on a trip because his fucking tribe was like, "Hey,
Ren.
No.
Skeletor
No?
was the butt naked dude because he was on a quest for underwear. That's why he wanted to enter Castle Grayskull.
the Castle Grayskull was a department store that sold undies."
Yeah, there were probably clothes in there, and he wanted to get some. Because literally, if you look at those first mini comics, you will see that Skeletor has butt exposed.
I'd like to say calmly that annoyed me was you see these clueless people again. It's in that giant He-Man and the Masters of the. Hold on a second.
Joe,
In the hold on.
but-
You do shit.
I can't. Go ahead, Joe. He's being calm. Go ahead.
All right, in the giant He-Man and the Master Universe Facebook group that's got like over 150,000 members, somebody had made a post, said, Castle Grayskull, it's green. Explain the name.
Oh,
You
fuck.
wouldn't
I saw that
believe
fucking post.
Yep, the
and I
amount
didn't
of
say
fucking
shit.
people. Because
I don't say shit. I
Castle
don't even
Grayskull.
engage.
Yeah, because Castle Grayskull was named after King Grayskull. And then somebody said, well, it was named after Gray. And it was a giant that died and was named Gray. I'm like, just somebody shoot me. Or can I
overthinking
please ram their
This
fucking
is
heads
why
in the
I don't
wall?
participate
Every
in
one
these
of these
fucking
people.
Facebook groups. You got
And that's
fucking
what
morons
annoys
like
me.
this.
Is they
It
went on
reminds me of
this
those
shit
fucking
canon.
kids who are like in the
Yeah.
back seat. It's like, but
That's what I
why?
mean. That sounds like, stop, you
Just
fuckers.
because
My
it's his
God,
name.
where was this
So
in the
what?
original shit? It wasn't in the original, but they go by that goddamn shit and this other shit. I was like,
guys are
I
so
can't
angry.
stand. I go get water. These fucking people.
You're so angry. All right.
What does that? What does
While
any
Joe's
of that have to
gone,
do with the mini comic when it came out with the action figure?
Wait, say that again, Ren.
We got off
I
track.
said, what does any of that he was talking about have to do with the mini comic that came with the action figure?
We're saying that those first 4 mini comics that were drawn by Alfredo Alcala, the stories that were written, they're not going anywhere. They're just kind of throwing stuff out there. It's not really building towards anything. It's not really explaining much of anything. It's just kind of, well, we don't really know what we're doing. And they've even said, like, what do you have to go to promote this? Like, we got little comic books to go with the figures too. there was no direction with it. So it's just making these things up. Come the '83 wave, you've got the Prince Adam and the Secret Identity. The Sorceress comes along not too long after that, and then you got the royal family, who are kind of like the hierarchy of the planet. It's just that there's a bit more of a direction going. There's more of an identity going. It's not just well, He-Man's this. Well, all of a sudden he's this, and he builds his house of sticks and stones, and like he's a fucking three little pig.
Yeah, DC Comics, the writers that came after Don Bluth, DC writers came up with a foundation for the animated series, basically. The Filmation didn't create Prince Adam, they didn't create Cringer, that was all DC.
Can't tell those fuckers that, though. Go online. It's good to Filmation. It's like, oh my God.
How can you guys... let me ask you guys this. How is it you guys can sit and see this shit pop up on your social media when people are posting silly shit like this? How the fuck can you just... That's why I don't participate in it.
I used to like comment on stuff, and it's useless. It's not gonna do anything for me.
And I don't want to see people posting shit like this.
It's
that's why.
Yeah,
it is, but that's why I feel like I'd rather just say what I have to say here, because if the people are smart enough to seek us out and hear this, then it's not. I thank God for doing, because arguing with people on the internet, I'd rather look at my butthole. It's the most.
Because I saw on the same page Joe's talking about. I saw one where they were defending the latest Tila, and I was about to say something, and I was like, I'm not gonna say it. I'm like, this is their post. They want to talk about how they like it. Let them do that. I don't care. I'm not gonna shit on their parade, kind of thing. So something else is going on.
What are you doing? Tyler, please. Tyler, breathe.
I'd rather just look at my butthole.
Tyler's turning as red as my fucking mask. Look at him.
He's literally dying in front of your eyes.
He's lost his shit. It's Tyler.
I mean, I really would. I find more joy staring at my sphincter than having some idiot sit there and tell me that he loves King Grayskull and that he's really the source of all this. Like, fuck, just bend over and just drop and check that out for about an hour. I wouldn't laugh so hard. Nathan and Ren hadn't started laughing so hard. Then I start laughing.
Oh man!
It means a lot to me when I see Nathan laugh, because he made me laugh for so many years through high school and into our adult years. So to make him laugh, it's pretty damn awesome.
I mean, just the deadpan of it all. I'd rather look at my butt. That's so good. All right, Joe.
I'm absolutely serious about it.
Plug your ears for this question.
I would much rather stare at my asshole for a good 2 hours than
have one more good question before we wrap it up. Hit a good one, Nathan.
I don't know. We still got time, Joe. If you got to go build your house of straw, then go off and do it.
Oh, I'll wrap it up at 10, but you guys keep going. Go ahead.
Before you move to the next question, show Skeletor's butt.
I don't want to do that again.
Do it.
What? Who's butt?
Dude, start your own YouTube channel and show Skeletor's ass and shit.
No. Everyone has to see this.
Everyone has to see it. We're gonna torture everybody with Skeletor's bum.
I'm just showing. I'm just showing the one. There we go.
Whoa.
See?
Oh, God.
He has no underwear.
Okay, all right.
I'm pretty sure my ass
doesn't need any underwear, man.
All right, Joe. This has been 20 minutes in the making. Go ahead and plug your ears up. This question comes from Chris Carter. Anyone received the Art of G.I. Joe Omnibus? No, I have not.
No.
That was Kickstarter, wasn't it?
It was a Kickstarter? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was something that like a dark horse kind of thing. And
Maybe strange.
It would be awesome known, because vintage G.I. Joe art from the 80s is all fucking good. Like from the card art, the board games, the posters that came with the magazines, which are very reminiscent of Earl Norm's paintings. Not as, I'm saying in the same vein, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, there was these beautiful oil paintings of G.I. Joe battles in the G.I. Joe magazine in the late 80s, like very much like how Earl Norm would depict the battles in the magazine. It was very, very kick-ass. But I'd love to check out that book. There's so much unbelievable G.I. Joe artwork that was done. The card art, the box art for the vehicles and accessories and stuff like that. It's as rich as He-Man. I don't think twice about that. There's a shit ton of beautiful G.I. Joe artwork.
Well, I think... Well, I'll ask everyone this, and we'll move on to another question Chris Carter had, which I also have a news story about that I'll kind of read and we'll talk about it, and then we'll follow it up with one last question and we'll wrap it up. But when you're talking about GI Joe being up there with He-Man in terms of the art and all of that, we obviously, of course, because to me, I would think the big four in terms of what they've done. I have no idea what Joe's doing. Would be
He's lost all the interest. And just gets up and walks away.
It would have to be
He
probably
saw a bug that he needs to eat.
Is the spider on his wall?
a spider on his wall.
It's a roach.
It's like what's his name?
Yeah,
in
big
Dracula.
water
He's,
bug.
Dracula's Renfield. He has acting like Renfield.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Give him superpower.
I would think in terms of just behind the scenes and the amount of art and things, the top four would probably have to be Master Universe, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Would anyone argue
don't,
something else taking one of those spots?
I don't think so. I mean, in terms of popularity, I mean, Thundercats, but the line did not last that long. And the artwork is nowhere near a comparison to how much G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man, and Turtles had. Like they had so much with the box art, the card art, the back of the card, various memorabilia, and I mean books. I mean there's so much. I mean Deuce can validate that as well.
Yeah, I mean, the Thundercats also have a problem in that they weren't widespread as much as these other things were.
Yeah.
Like in my country, we never had Thundercats. Like I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if we had the toys, but we didn't have the cartoon. We didn't have the comics. Like it probably totally bypassed us. But we had Ninja Turtles.
I would say that a lot of it has to do with if you have to look at how many reiterations of each one of those four came out since they first debuted.
Yeah.
Nothing else has had that many
versions
restarts.
Yeah, I would agree with that too.
And I'd probably say Transformers beats them all because of how many times.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2000s alone. Not including Transformers Generation 1 and 2. Then you got Beast Wars and Beast Machines, and then all those other variations of Transformers that came out in the 2000s, like
the moment the sales go down, reset button time.
Yeah.
And as much as I don't,
and all of those are still selling in the stores right now in some way or form.
Still, and it just bothers me that Mattel won't have that same approach with He-Man. That if this one doesn't work, we'll try it again.
You seriously don't want that because you got a taste of that with CGI.
Well, I mean,
Revelation.
Well, I guess I'm wishing that they had the same care that Hasbro has with G. At least to GI Joe.
Like GI Joe is practically dead.
Not with the classified line.
Classified line is doing pretty well.
Yeah, who talks about it though?
What?
Like when it comes to general masses, like who talks about it?
I guess
the fans.
I guess you got
the GI Joe group.
Well, but I feel like I mean, but the Joe fans, I love this about GI Joe fans, and the Hasbro will listen to them. Like they understand that the Generation 1 look of Transformers, that's what fucking sells to the adult collectors. Don't fuck around with that. Same thing with GI Joe. They tried to do this alternate look of the original cast. The fans went nuts. Like, what the fuck are you doing? They changed that around immediately and started giving the original look.
Them for being like, yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Let's.
They
they
exactly
didn't
what
stick to their guns, even though they knew it wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, and they're like, all right, and you know what? They have gone back and fixed the ones that they fucked up, made them look even better, and they have continued to reintroduce the vintage characters with a more upgraded look, with the same design, the same look, the same feel, and they're not doing anything drastic. They even bring in newer characters or made up characters, and that's fine. Like I don't think that's wrong because it doesn't take away from anything else. Whereas Mattel's like they have no fucking direction. They're just on a fucking broken, merry-go-round. Like I don't know where we're going. How about this? Jump on this one over here. Maybe this one will work. And
is he skipping or is that just my?
No,
his audio was there, but his video was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought as Ram wants to say something, he's just going like this.
Check out this guy.
Yeah.
Listen to him, guys. That's what I was saying. Listen to my buddy, man. He's talking that knowledge.
I said,
he's talking like, crazy.
We're trash, man. I love Masterverse, man.
I hate Masterverse.
Here's another one from Chris Carter. I'll read this, and then we'll follow it up with one last question here. What are your thoughts on the unfolding CGC scam that was recently uncovered and still unfolding? So I was like, what is this? Did a quick Google search here. The CGC, the largest grading company of comic books, has released a statement in response to a scandal that broke last week on social media after a number of content creators on Instagram and YouTube discovered apparent fraudulent sales of graded comics. And launched an internal investigation. They came back today with an announcement saying that they estimate a few hundred comics are affected, and they will be working with collectors to make sure everyone who is affected is made whole. They have yet to release a complete list of the books they say are affected. So
I never give a shit about grading comics.
Yeah.
Like, just tell me that
I'm
it
with
doesn't
you.
have mold, that
Right.
it doesn't have torn
Yeah.
pages, and I'm good.
I'm with you.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I am a bit. It is a bit bothersome that a book that these people just look at, put a grading on it, and somehow this book that you got for $200 is now $200,000.
They won't even open it.
Like,
They'll
it's
just
like,
frame it.
what-
Mm-hmm.
I have no desire. I mean, it would be nice, but I'm like, I'm content with having my books in frames or filed away, and that is it. Like I've never quite understood. Now Nathan's gotten a couple of graded books, but he didn't have them graded. He bought them graded.
I bought them graded.
Yeah, but I'm like, I get why people do it, but I also feel like it's kind of unfair that these people look at it and all of a sudden this book now is worth, it's a 9.9. So this guy decides, I'm going to charge $100,000.
I mean,
for it,
you know, my first appearance of Wolverine, I bought and it was graded, so that's pretty cool, right?
You know, my butthole's looking pretty good right now, mate.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Joe, what's your opinion?
No, I don't like the thought of it because there's so many things, and they've done that with video games too,
Yeah.
where they'll
Mhm.
actually have
Yeah.
the same thing.
VHS tapes
But-
are graded now and worth.
Yeah. And I
know,
figure if I
shit
have
ton of
something
money.
and it's in fantastic condition, I'm going to keep it for myself. The thought of me sending it off to somebody and it could possibly get fucked up in shipping, once they get it, they could touch it and they could fuck it up as in the grading process. Like, no, I'm good with just keeping it as is for mine in my collection.
Yeah, they could touch it, and they could also take it with them to the toilet when they need to take a shit.
I mean, you never know what you don't
never
know what
know.
they're doing.
Like that Seinfeld episode.
Oh yeah, where George takes the art book into the end of the shitter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
which I can totally
God.
see
It's
Joe
the
doing
shelf.
that at his local Walden Books back in the day.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I'm
I
gonna pull a
am
Joe
bothered
on,
though
too,
that so many books. If you're looking for key issues on eBay, there is an unbelievable amount of graded books. Like to the
Yeah.
point where like,
Yeah.
God, it's like there's nothing else to buy except graded books. Like I just want it could be like a key issue of I don't know, fucking Boomerang, like his first appearance. But there's like 12 graded ones and one ungraded one, and you're like, God, well, I'm sorry, you got it graded, but who the fuck needs a graded copy of the first appearance of Boomerang? Like, it's just too much.
I
It's
don't. I hate
oversaturated.
the fact that you're really sealing up all that artwork. As an
Yeah.
artist,
Even more so, yeah.
You're never going to be able to open this book. So what is the point?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you feel like everyone
It's
who collects
depriving it of
comics
its
now.
purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't read it. You can't read it to get the best grade, so you can never open it.
Hmm.
So that book will never be used for its intended purpose.
Yeah.
You know.
And
Sell
when
it
you
for
frame
one.
it to mate as well, just have the cover.
Yeah.
You might as well
get
just have the
cover.
artwork.
Yeah.
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 Just go
Go
print
buy
it
a
out.
poster.
Yeah, buy
Yeah.
a
Just buy a
poster.
poster of the cover.
Yeah,
hanging on your
they
wall
sell tons
and be
of
done with
prints
it.
of those 24 by 36 of posters, 11 by 17
Yeah.
prints of the artwork. But I kind of, it's just getting to the point. Well, what are you going to do with it? It's graded, so okay.
Once
Now
it's in
what?
once it's in your vault, no one will ever see it again. You're gonna be like, oh man, when I'm 65, I'm gonna sell it for $1 billion.
And that's
Well,
probably what it
that's-
boils down
that's-
is
that's most
these
of it.
things are becoming stocks and bonds anymore. They're not becoming collectibles anymore. It's
Yeah.
shit you just set aside. Like, okay, well, I'm going to cash this in and sell it to some dipshit who's going to pay me $37,000.
But what's gonna happen? What's gonna end up happening is everybody that wants a graded copy is gonna get one. Supply and demand is gonna turn to zero. So the one that you spent $20,000 on now, that you think you're gonna get $200,000 on in 10 years, is not gonna be worth it because no one that wanted that book is not gonna have one.
Yeah.
So you're never gonna be able to sell it.
And not to mention too, people are forgetting this. Only certain books are going to be worth a damn anyway that go up in value. You know, is only. I mean, you're probably maybe thinking maybe 100 max. If I mean that's being generous of like certain issues of comic that goes for both DC, Marvel, going back to the Golden Age, all the way to probably the 70s then because it's not a whole lot of like big mainstream books that came out in the 90s and the 80s. Like Venom's first appearance, Carnage's first appearance, a couple of others in there. But I'm talking like books that are like if you bought the first appearance of Spider-Man, Amazing Fantasy 15, or first appearance of the Joker, like those you buy that, it'll never go down in value. But just the first appearance of Harley Quinn in a comic book, like her own book, or like people buy those graded. Like, dude, it's an overabundance of shit. It's mass produced shit graded. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, the newer a comic book is, the more copies there are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here is one final question, and we will go ahead and wrap it up. This comes from Papa Hood 69, and Tyler, this one is also for you. Any episodes, New Adventures for me to watch? I'm feeling generous and going to give New Adventures a chance.
He fan.
There is a 5-episode story arc.
New Adventures. Sorry.
Never mind the 5 episodes. That one when He-Man has a fan. That old lady. That's the best episode.
God, I can't remember.
Yeah, this would be like asking Deuce, and it's like, oh, hey, Miami Vice, what do you... The UFO episode.
Yeah. No, but
did you watch that one?
No. There is a 5-episode story in the first half of the season where Skeletor and the mutants take over
Eternia.
Primus and I think Leviton. It's like it's almost like He-Man and the Galactic Guardians all become rebels, like they're all on the run. And it's a pretty decent storyline. I think it spans about 5 episodes though. Yeah. God, I wish I could remember the name of the first part though. I think it should. If I looked at the episode guide, I could probably tell you specifically. But that's a pretty cool story arc. The episode The Galactic Guardians, which introduces Tuscador, Artilla, Spinwitch, like all of them showing up and kind of expanding, He-Man's allies. Like that's a fun one. The first episode, I always like that because I just have a great impression of that. Where the mutants show up and fight He-Man for the first time, and Chrissy's all hot and shit while she's watching He-Man, kick ass and stuff.
She's all hot and shit.
I mean, anytime the hero's fighting bad guys and a hot girl's watching, I'm like, yeah, that's fucking cool, man. Yeah, yeah, you got to show off how badass you are in front of the hot girls, man. That was always my thing, So when he does that in the first episode of No Adventures in He-Man, like, yeah, dude, badass.
With that ponytail and he tripped and falls.
He doesn't get the ponytail till later on in the series.
Oh, okay.
No, he gets.
Which I will say, New Adventures He-Man looks better with the ponytail than the short hair. I think the short hair look doesn't quite work, but that's a look too. Like He-Man looks bigger in certain episodes, he's thinner in certain episodes. I've seen Rebecca seems lost interest in this conversation already.
I'm
trying to get his head back on.
Oh,
his
head fell off. Yeah, it was pretty old.
New Adventures. I was trying to get this head on him.
Oh. Okay, I forgot she was doing that. I
But
thought she was pulling a joke.
No.
Speaking of those first 5 episodes,
He said New Adventures, and it made me want to pick up this head.
Okay.
Speaking of those first 5 episodes, episodes 3 and 5 have amazing animation that was done in Japan.
I wonder if that's one because there's one too where He-Man and Skeletor have like a fight, kind of like a volcanic eruption. It's not like the greatest.
There's one on an asteroid.
Oh, but isn't it kind of like a lava flow that they're fighting around on the asteroid or something like that too?
No, the lava flow. That's Crack in the World episode.
Okay, I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
That's the episode with scene where He-Man got so stupidly melodramatic, like Primus is doomed. Literally, that's line.
Well, I mean, as I've gotten older, I'm like, the show is a hard sell. It's hard to sit through. It
the
really
comics
is.
Were
like,
better.
Yeah, but there's a small period where it gets really good, but then it goes downhill again with those Glenons and stupid shit.
But I just want to emphasize, like, I would love to, like, I think Rebecca, Joe, Nathan, Deucen, and Ren, because we never really talked too much of New Adventures, because I know the visuals tend to throw off people, but I just think the idea. The core idea of sending He-Man Skeletor to another galaxy, leaving Eternia, and they go and do battles and meet new friends and allies, I think that's a story that's worth exploring. And I feel like that could be improved upon. Like, keep the look of He-Man and Skeletor. They eventually adapt these looks that that you see in New Adventures, but you still have your KO and your Karate, your Hoov, your Optic, your Tuscador, your Artilla, and they're doing battles, and eventually they would come back to Eternia. Like, I think that's a story that is worth going back and revisiting and redoing and retelling and giving something that people are very familiar with, but just redo the story. I just feel like there's so much a missed opportunity there. And as we said before, I think we even did a discussion about this: what the world would look like on Eternia with He-Man and Skeletor gone.
Yeah.
Which is a very interesting idea in itself.
Well, that's also too when we discussed Emiliano's Homecoming
Yes.
story that he did. Which
By the way, one more thing about the look of He-Man. That short hair is actually a leftover from the filmation period when they were developing the show, because it comes from their design.
What happened?
Yeah, he sounds like he's gradually fading away.
Yeah.
He's shrinking.
What?
What?
He's
What?
Hear nothing.
It sounded like your mic was getting quieter and quieter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you started going
Well,
out, but
Deucin, say your one last thing, and we'll pass it over to Joe, and we'll go ahead. and wrap it
The
up
short
and get out of
hair. The short hair was a leftover from the filmation design
here.
when they were developing the show.
Mm.
And the ponytail comes from a Mark Taylor redesign that attempted to bring back the more barbarian look. But then
really?
Jetlag, in the end, combined the two versions into one.
That makes sense.
Which the long hair looks good on New Adventures He-Man. Like, depending on who's drawing it and how it's done, not like
Oh no.
Yeah, like,
No.
No.
not like that.
Not scoliosis, He-Man.
See, look at that little ponytail he's got. Like, he's got red hair. This is no good.
Yeah,
know.
That's not good.
Rather just look at his butthole. That's what he'd rather do.
yeah.
I think that's what he's trying to do anyway.
Yeah, Tyler
he's
would
trying to
rather.
look at
Oh God! Oh man! Somehow he looks worse. Look at that. Hold it back up there. Ah!
Oh no!
twerk it.
Wow.
All right,
That
Joe.
is
Go
one
ahead and
every
take
toy.
us home, man.
Spoo, Rebecca. I think I just remember. Spertina was given Skeletor. Spoo. That's
That's
what I
the
confused with.
episode.
That's
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 the
the
way
gateway to trouble. That's
gave
gateway
you
to trouble. You guys
She
are
gave
saying
you
it was
pool.
it was
All right. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like.
Wait, hold up.
share,
You
ring
guys
the bell.
wait,
See,
wait.
I'll be notified when we go live. And until
Jesus
next
Christ.
time, have a powerful day.
Okay, he's done. I'm not doing my quote or anything. You guys are referencing Gateway to Trouble.
That's what Joe was mistaking for
The
when the
food.
Twiggets gave him the spoon.
Yeah, I
And
was thinking it was
and I
Doomberry Pie, and
the
I just
Doomberry
remembered
Pie.
it was
Joe got it
Spoo.
mixed up. Yeah.
Yeah, I was remembering the Spoo that
Because it
Spertina gave to
reminded you of
Skeletor.
Pooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it
exactly.
reminded you of
All right,
I
was
love
thinking
my
Joe-
Jenny. I gotta get the hell out of here. You guys keep going.
Why?
Okay, get
Aw.
the hell
You
out of
stay
here.
here.
Well, now,
All right.
now you can still do the movie quote then.
Okay. Wow, you really take the cake. First you blow the game, then you get roped into a date with the next con.
What cake?
Con Air.
Oh yeah, it's Nicolas Cage. He says to Dave Chappelle.
Oh.
Dave Chappelle is in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
That movie
In
sucks.
Con Air?
He's in Con Air, yeah.
God damn.
Con Air's not that bad.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It's
no,
not that
it's
bad.
it's a nice action movie.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
They're
I feel like I
just
should know that. Yeah, she's.
I like this head. I really like this head.
I just like Rebecca.
I was
Well,
trying
like-
to hold it up to. I was trying to hold it up to Dushin, so it's like two Skeletors.
Yeah.
But
Look at it. Look at it.
his mouth moves too.
Ah,
I'm not gonna insult
Did someone
Skeletor by
just
trying to do his
fart?
voice.
wasn't me.
it just sounds. Because just went as soon as he did that.
I should know this quote.
Yeah, you should, because Nathan wanted to actually be this character or what he does for a living after he watched
Oh.
it.
I thought it
American
really was
Pie.
Con Air. I didn't know what the.
No.
Wait. Say it again.
Judge Dredd.
No.
No.
Say it again. I think I know.
Wow, you
Larry
really
the Cable Guy.
Larry the Cable Guy? Fuck him and hell no.
Damn.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
No.
I just
Wow,
watched
you really
that one.
take the cake. First you blow the game, then we get roped into a date with an ex-con.
Oh,
Either
The
just-
Bodyguard.
Bad News Bears.
Bad News Bears.
So when Tyler said the
What
one
kind of
thing,
job is that?
I watch this movie occasionally, and I always say this, especially when I get really drunk, because I love, well, hockey's kind of taken over being my favorite sport, but I used to like really, really love baseball. But I always enjoyed the idea of like, I would like to coach baseball. I think that would have been a lot of fun, and then it just inspired, you tie it all together. It's like poetry so that rhymes. Bad News Bears, the coach is just like, he's drunk all the time.
And
I'm
mad
like,
and angry. And that's
And
Nathan.
that would be perfect. Yeah, it would have been me.
Or like when a
Who's-
kid tells
who
him he's not going to
stars?
wear a cup because he's like it's against his religious beliefs. He goes, "Oh, for Christ's sake!"
It's a great movie.
Who's
If
in
none
that
of you,
movie?
huh?
Who's in that movie?
Walter
Matthau.
Matthau.
I
Tatum
think I
O'Neal
saw
and,
it.
and the guy who plays Rorschach in the shitty Freddy Krueger in the remake, Jackie Earl Haley. He plays
Yeah.
like the ex-con that he's
He's
talking.
like
about.
he's like the rebel teenager, you know.
Yeah, who plays with them? Yeah, but
Yeah, he's really good at playing baseball, but he's just that rebel kid. in the
rides a
70s.
bike, throws his cigarettes at people. It's funny as hell. Oh my god, that movie.
Centron, you shut your mouth. Hockey's for sissies. Yeah,
That
okay.
was hockey for sissies. Like not too
It's
long ago,
brutal.
one guy got his throat slashed and he
Yep.
died.
Yep, he did.
What?
This wasn't in
Yeah.
this wasn't in the NHL. This was in a league over in Europe, wasn't it?
Yeah, in
God.
UK.
And
Oh, wow.
they were kind of allegedly, I haven't read any more follow-up on that, but allegedly the player that, you watch the video, he flings his leg back and just...
Yeah, he does.
They were thinking
Oh,
it was
wow.
intentional, that he did that on purpose.
He
so,
does look very intentional, actually.
Yeah, so...
But he got away with
Oh,
it.
wow.
So
yeah.
Holy shit!
So
Wow.
they haven't put it in the NHL yet. I know a few players wear them, but there's like neck guards now.
you would think that
Yeah.
would be mandated since
Yeah.
the
Absolutely.
start.
But Deuce
Because
and man,
also years ago there was another case, but the guy lived.
yeah.
Like also the throat got slashed and was
Jesus.
bleeding like crazy.
But you also have to think
Wow,
even,
yeah.
up until I want to say the mid '90s, it wasn't even it was still optional for players to wear helmets.
Yeah, that's insane because like they would literally beat each other up.
Yeah.
They don't have to wear
The
face
gloves.
masks or anything still, right?
They have they have the eye guards, and I've noticed a couple more players wearing like full face masks, but you see it all the time, like high sticks, people get hit in the mouth, or they're
You
fighting
see
and
them
a puck will
toothless
pop up.
often. You
Yeah.
see them toothless often.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
they get hit in the mouth all the time.
It's
So,
insane.
It's
It's
true.
worse than rugby.
I love hockey. Hockey's great.
I've had nightmares waking up and then my teeth were missing. I couldn't imagine like that. That's just fucking
Same.
awful.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
well, if you watch hockey, you would have flashbacks of those nightmares.
I probably would. Or I have a bunch of nightmares waking up, or my teeth falling out, like in my dream. Like, oh my god, you know.
Hockey's so great. It's so fast paced, and the game
It's
can just-
vicious.
it can change in a snap. You're up by 3 goals, bam! All of a sudden, game's tied.
All of a sudden
Out of
they're
nowhere.
fighting.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's a street fight on ice.
Well, they've gotten better about that. I actually, in the time I've been watching hockey this season, I haven't seen as many fights. And as soon as they
Yeah, I
kind of
think
start to
the rules are
skirmish, they
stricter.
yeah,
I think the rules are stricter now
Yeah.
because of that. Because it got so frequent,
Yep.
they had to intervene.
Yep. And Slapshot is a good movie. They brought their fucking toys with them. It's good shit. No, Ren.
I'm with you, Rebecca. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Watch Slapshot.
Cocky.
Watch Bad News Bears. Ren, there's no titties in them, I don't think. There's no titties in Slapshot. Well, actually, there might be kind of titties
What's
in
that
Slapshot.
movie with Adam Sandler where he plays hockey? Was that Happy
Happy
Gilmore?
Yeah, it's
Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
I've
watch
seen
that.
Bad News Bears.
What, the original or the fucking Billy Bob Thornton
The original one.
bullshit?
The original one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to like sports to appreciate that movie, though.
Well,
I
Yeah,
feel like-
Bad News Bears
I-
is a funny
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, it's like Sandlot. You don't have to like baseball to appreciate
Yeah,
Sandlot.
Sandlot's
was pretty
great.
good.
Yeah, I think even Rebecca would have a good time watching some of those movies. The kids are foul mouthed and they act like real,
Yeah.
especially Bad News Bears. They act like real kids, like
Yeah, they're little
almost
dicks.
like there's no script here. Just say whatever you want. You know?
Yeah.
So and I can appreciate that, but I'm excited about our lineup. Nathan sent me I forgot what we got coming up in the next couple of weeks. We have a pretty good lineup of good material for the podcast in the coming weeks. So
We
I think
shall see.
Oh no, I guarantee it. You will have a good time, Ren.
Eh.
Then why are you here? Why do you bother?
Because I love you guys.
All right.
Aww.